not every geek with a Commodore 64 can hack into NASA.
This one's dedicated to all the hackers. Even out, settle scores quick. Our disaster recovery requires even more discs. Put your bytes up, prove it or you forfeit. Got my C64 and we blew it into orbit. And Bison with 8 straight perfects. Overbold emotions make hate break circuits. In case you heard, it's a name fake service. Optimize our runtime to escape verdicts. Got an integer scope flow that they can't sign. Passing code, didn't sanitize command lines, landmine. So before they'll see me after, I'm advice star, courage, woke plus velociraptor. Don't prove we're human unless we really have to. Our team built schemes that destroy, recapture. Hate what they see. Finish this chapter. By the way, we're not any geeks, we hack into NASA. Drink all the booze, hack all the things. Drink all the booze, hack all the things. Drink all the booze, hack all the things. Got this vodka and this Red Bull, they still give me wings. So we drink all the booze, hack all the things. Drink all the booze, hack all the things. Drink all the booze, hack all the things. 0 through 3, we're in every single ring. I'm just waiting till my BlackBerry dies, cause I'll replace it with the Raspberry Pi. Don't compare to this track, it makes everything they said dull. Neutralize any threat, turn Red Skull to Dev Null. They killed virus writers that we mentioned, but instead they ascended to the VX heavens, then reincarnate as live wires. Still inside we hide ciphers and sign device drivers. Which school will we hit next? They didn't learn the format, so we've got a print F. Next step is a chin check. Freestyles that I spit best, they didn't decrypt yet. I crush internet MCs and rhyme battles. Get your Wi-Fi tackled, hacked by pineapple. I don't think you'll like my Snapple, cause I popped it with vodka in a cyanide capsule. We drink all the booze, hack all the things. Drink all the booze, hack all the things. Drink all the booze, hack all the things. Got this vodka and this Red Bull, they still give me wings. So we drink all the booze, hack all the things. Drink all the booze, hack all the things. Drink all the booze, hack all the things.
You know there's gonna be security, right?
First we drink all the booze, then hack all the things. Then backdoor the firmware on anything you bring, regardless of the hardware, service or encoding. Connected to the internet and someone's gonna own it. This is for the pirates that clap and love the sound. Attacking from the cloud, then we're back in underground. There's no masking from us now. We pop tor nodes around the globe, track and hunt you down. Hacked on schedule, added to your calendar. Devices online, here comes another challenger. State infiltrated, so undercover. This is for my comrades who stare at the debuggers and trace every buffer. Examining the code flow, haven't been to sleep, better pop another no-dose. I think I'll need a planet-sized urn, cause some men just wanna watch the world burn. Your turn.
Stay out of jail.
Technologically possible, yeah.
Drink all the booze, hack all the things. Drink all the booze, hack all the things. Drink all the booze, hack all the things. Got this vodka and this Red Bull, they still give me wings. So we drink all the booze, hack all the things. Drink all the booze, hack all the things. Drink all the booze, hack all the things. 0 through 3, we're in every single ring.
I mean, these servers have more firewalls than the devil's bedroom.
Hack all the things. Drink all the booze. Hack all the things. Hack all the things. Hack all the things. Things. 0 through 3, we're in every single ring. Hack all the things.
Yeah, well, good luck, man.
Ladies,
hi everybody,
gentlemen, everyone around, welcome to UHC.
Hi everybody, I hope you're ready because it's time for UHC. Tonight, one of our commentators. I'd like to introduce you guys to the infamous Joe G. Joe, give him an intro.
What's up, everybody? I'm back. I was on the seventh round semifinals, but I'm back, man. Happy to be back. I actually recognize another person who is competing today. Wade is back from the seventh semifinal, so that'll be interesting to see how he does. He got pretty close last time, but Len and I, we work together during the day and then act together at night. So I'm very happy to be here, be able to share, some of the spotlight. But Len is a figure all in his own, so it'll be fun.
Awesome, thanks, Joe. My name is Len, though, also known as Hacker 213. I'm very happy to be a part of UHC. You guys are going to be seeing a lot of me moving forward. Like Joe said, we work together during the day doing security, and we spend our nights proving why you need security. So with that being said, let me explain to you guys a little bit about what the Ultimate Hacking Championship is. This is a capture the flag oriented competition created in a controlled testing environment to allow competitors to test their information security skills. Shoutcasted live in English as well as Portuguese by specialists and special guests, bringing the hype and also the knowledge for the participants as well as our viewers. In 2021, there were 37 editions with over 30,000 participants. One of our pillars is the actual hacking community in general. So anyone can play for free. This is the 9th semifinal of season 1. We've already had 8 semifinals from different parts of the world, like India, the United Kingdom, Canada, as well as Brazil. Personally, I'm hoping we're going to see a USA come in tonight, but we'll get to that later. We would really like to take a moment to thank our sponsors and show our support for them. Hack the Box, our official diamond sponsor and the actual official creator of the first season's challenges. Along with Hectate, they're one of our bronze supporters, as well as Biotech in our support. We do, if you're interested in supporting the Esports Hacking Challenge, please check out our store. That's at store.streamelements.com/hackingesports. Give us a look. We've got amazing swag. Support the community. Come on out, have a good time, show what we've got going on. You can actually get exclusive swags directly from us here at Hacking Esports. So, that being said, remember, you can bet on your favorite hacker tonight. You can bet on who you think is going to win the semifinals with your Twitch points. You win these points by actually watching the championships. To know how much points do you have, just press the bang points, and that'll give you a current list of how many points you have to wager with tonight. To bet, press your bang bet plus your player room number plus how many points you want to bet. I wish you luck. Joe got really lucky the first time he was on here, so we'll see if he does well again. He's a pretty good gambler. So
I pushed all my chips into the pot
for us to go ahead.
I just bet it all on Wade, man.
I think it's time for us to introduce our competitors for tonight. Can we get the competitors up on the screen, please? and we're gonna. Unfortunately, Joe, I'm gonna have to ask you to share your screen for just a second. For anybody that doesn't know, I actually live out in the middle of nowhere, and my Discord is still doing an update. So,
okay.
Joe, if you wouldn't mind bringing us into the Discord channels.
Sure. If
Yeah,
browser lets me do that. Let's see.
everybody I know wants to get right into the good stuff. Joe and I are going to be here to give you guys a lot of really cool color commentary. It's kind of like watching an old football game. We like to hype it up as much as we can. A big shout out again to Hack the Bach and IPSEC. Thank you guys for always coming up with amazing challenges. And for anybody that's watching tonight, if things go the same way they typically do, these boxes will be available on Hack the Box. I'll verify that for you before the end of the challenge tonight. And let's go ahead and get ourselves into some of these channels and start seeing some of the actual action that's going to be started. If this is one of your first times attending one of our events, you'll see that we have taken the art of information security and we've turned it into almost a competitive nature. So what we can do here is we're not only looking for the attacks, we're looking for the first person to get them. So there is a lot of pressure in these particular events. And we've seen them go down to the very last minute. So don't look away. It may seem a little slow to get started, but once these guys get going, the action will pick up really, really quickly. Joe and I will spend some time today also talking about some of the current hacking things that are going on out in the wild, and we're going to keep you guys entertained as well as we can. But when you got two guys with great beards like this, come on, how hard is it to entertain people?
Yeah, IPSEC IPSEC built the boxes that we're playing in today,
Awesome.
And he said that it should be up by Wednesday, you believe. So
awesome. So yeah, if you're a first timer here, if you're somebody that's just trying to look into getting into the offensive security realm, not seeing it here, Jojo.
Yeah, it says that I'm sharing an application window. Is it not actually sharing? I am on a MacBook, so it may have me close out the browser in order to allow this sort of thing to happen here. But the sooner we can get it shared, the better, because it's already started. I thought it wasn't going to start until 20 minutes into our whole spiel here, but I'm watching people going to town.
Yep. Yeah, that's kind of what I saw. So it was like, let's get in there. Unfortunately, yeah, I'm on a Mac too, but at least mine's a personal.
You can access Discord through the web browser as well while it's updating.
Let me try that.
Yeah. Go to discord.com. You should be able to pull up a web chat. I would need to close everything out on my end in order to.
Yeah, let me see about getting over there. Sorry about that, everybody, but we're going to get it here working here real quick.
Let's see if I accept it, but don't close out the browser, if that'll work here. Let me see.
Okay, I think might be able to do something here.
Cool.
Get down here. Awesome. All right, don't worry about it, Joe. I think we're going to be okay.
Awesome.
All right, we're going to go ahead and we're going to start kicking things off.
Yeah, I always like to spy on everybody before everything starts up to see how they prepare for the challenges they're going to meet. And Scallop pulled up a Spotify playlist and started rocking out. A couple other people got Burp Suite up and ready to go with their proxies and everything. But everybody was able to log in and get going. Last I saw, though, Goldilocks is still trying to log into his player dashboard, so it looks like his first flag is going to be his username and password to get into the dashboard.
Oh, no.
Hopefully,
all right, real quick, can everybody see the Discord screen coming off of my share? Are we looking good? Yep. All right, here we go. So starting out tonight, I'm going to just check in on our good friend Wade. If you're any fan of the program, Wade is definitely somebody that's been around before. Really impressive guy to watch. So it looks like we're doing a little bit of scanning here. You know, don't really got much going on yet. I'm assuming everybody's still going to be in heavy recon mode. So
Yeah, they're all enumerating right now. A lot of Go Buster, Durbuster, Derby, things like that. Just trying to figure out what's out there. Looks like there's an HTTP TCP port 80 open out there.
And right, the one thing I've noticed a lot here, Joe, especially, and we've seen this, done this a couple of times now. I mean, I gotta say, I'm truly impressed with a lot of the burp suite type abilities that we're seeing out of the competitors that, in this event.
Yeah, I missed the last semifinal, but I heard that it was like a cross-site scripting exploit that it boiled down to at the and nobody was expecting that.
No. So, and for any of the newcomers, burp, if you're not familiar with it, learn it.
Oh, okay.
It is like a Swiss Army knife. So it looks like Tarugo is actually trying to play around with the API and seeing if he can do some fuzzing against a token. Don't forget, everybody, once you guys figure out who you like, remember that you can place your bets on Twitch.
Yeah, if you need to scroll up to the very first message in the Twitch chat, it'll teach you how you can bet, the syntax for that, as well as the players and their room numbers that match with your bets. So be sure to place those bets now while you still can. It will lock eventually as things get going here.
So who you betting on tonight, Joe?
I bet all of my hacker points on Wade because I really I liked his performance in the seventh semifinal, and so, I feel real good.
All right. Well, as much as I really do love Wade, I'm going with Goldilocks tonight.
I knew it.
It's nothing personal, but I want to see an American win. I want to see us represented.
And see, that's why I'm so much better at gambling than you, because I don't let my heart get in the way of winning the hacker points. So that was, I think I had 60 hacker points the last time I did this, and I accumulated that 340 hacker points. So I'm just keep pushing it into the middle. Push it into the middle. Keep going all in. Hopefully it works out. We'll see, though. Got a long way ahead of us.
And I mean, let's be honest. Wade's already won 5 editions in the past. The man is a legend already.
Yeah, it looks like we got a couple people out there who still need to share their screens for us, so it's hard to see what they've got going on. And we've got one no-show still. Competitor number 3, Felipe, is not online yet, so he'll be at a disadvantage here. But Scallop, he's rocking out to some Juice World right now. He's in the zone. I'm watching him here. Okay, so I thought they were trying to log into a player dashboard to like register or something. That's actually what they're attacking.
Yeah, dude. This is actually the box.
Yeah. Okay, that was confusing to me. So yeah, we're looking. Scallop is just is doing his enumeration still throughout Burp Sweep. I have to memorize the tabs because it's all in Brazilian or Portuguese. Sorry, so I don't know what the tabs say. I have to basically go off of memory to try and figure it out. So viewing some source, checking out all of the UHC. Places it could be, just basically looking for the flag,
Mm-hmm.
If only it was that easy.
Okay, so let's go. I'm going to take a look down here and check
out
Ricardo.
I think that's Ricardo.
Sorry.
With a 0.
Yeah, I think you're right. Let me know if I need to jump anywhere else, Joe. We're gonna spend a few minutes here with Ricardo and see what's going on.
Awesome.
So, looks like he's trying to do some interception of some tokens, possibly. Oh, anybody that's not familiar with this website, write this one down. Larasploit is an amazing little tool. This guy has some really cool open source tools. Check him out on GitHub. So let's see. Doing some addition, adding some tools, getting them configured. Yeah, and y'all out there don't really realize how difficult this really is, because trust me, they all know that there's a clock running.
So I don't know if anybody else has found this yet, but there is a directory out there that you can find for resetting your password, and Scallop found it, and now he's trying to go through all of the different attacks on that particular reset password form.
All right, so Scallop's got something going on. Let's get over here and let's take a look at it real quick.
Yep. So he's trying to play the I forgot my password game, and see what I can't intercept here. I did see when someone was running GoBuster earlier that a 500 HTTP code was returned on a directory change PW. So I'm guessing that when you do generate that reset password email, right, you would get a link that would take you to there with some sort of token. Probably. And getting that token is going to be key here.
So yeah, Scallop is playing around with a cookie request. So let's see where we're going to go with this. SQL map. So possibly trying to see what's available against the SQL database server.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, grabbing the token, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know though. I don't know.
Well, he's getting somewhere.
I'm going to move around a bit.
Okay. Everybody's off to a pretty good start this evening.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks like I went and checked back in on Ricardo. It looks like he's trying to attack Nginx here, just with some known exploits. Goldilocks has the same idea as Scallop, running a SQL map.
So it looks like we got two different directions kind of going, one after the database, one after the Nginx engine. So two very, very different strategies.
Yeah. I mean, either way could be good. We don't know where this is going to go yet. It's way too early to tell. I would try not to get too stuck on one path and try to spray it out a bit to see what other paths are out there before I actually begin to focus on one, because you may start to go down a path very narrowly focused and then realize that you spent way too much time going down that path and it's a roadblock. So seeing what's out there and then attacking the easiest first. But it's easy, you go where you're comfortable with, if your strength is SQL maps and dealing with that sort of angle, it's easy to just get stuck in your mind one way. It looks like Taruga is on the same path. It seems like SQL map is really dominating here, more so than the Nginx route that Ricardo went. Now Ricardo's turned to Laravel and trying to do SQL injection with that. That's not actually a bad idea. Oh, Len is down. Oh, Andy's back. Hey, Len.
Yep.
You okay over there?
Oh yeah, this is one of the hazards of living in the middle of nowhere.
You got to fix that internet, dude.
Dude, I wish I could. Unfortunately, where I like to live, the only internet option I have is 4G LTE.
Are you sure it's not like 2 tin cans with a string attached and you're just trying to communicate across that? Because you're having some problems.
Am I sure of that? No, I'm really not. I question my service every single day, if you want to know the truth.
Everybody's trying to figure out where you are. You got to have better OPSEC, dude.
Well, all I can tell you is this: Texas is a really, really huge place. You know, where it'll take you days to drive across it. I'm somewhere in there.
That is true.
So looking good. All right, let's see what else we got going on around here.
Yeah, I'm watching Wade, and he's just.
So let's take a look at what's going on with Matthias.
Oh, I haven't even checked on him yet. I'll pop in there too. You need to reshare your screen, bro.
Oh, shoot. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm gonna get beat on by the higher ups. I can already tell.
I'm having that same problem with Matthias. It wasn't loading for me, but the other streams happened to be. So you might want to come back to him later.
Yep, let's come back in here and check in on our good friend Wade.
We're gonna let's see. So there's change PW, there's login. Oh, nice. All right. So Goldilocks is using Larasploit to try and exploit that.
All right, come on, Goldilocks.
Trying to read. His font is so small in his command line.
Wade's doing some nice little customizations here in Burp. Like I said before, I love watching these guys work Burp.
Yeah, I love Burp.
It's one of those tools that you can spend just years on and still pick up something new every damn time you use it.
Yeah, I love it for the simple fact that a lot of companies are not very good at documenting their APIs, and even if I'm not looking for like an attack vector or anything like that, I'm just trying to do something with the service, pulling up Burp and being able to figure things out that way, see the headers and stuff like that are getting passed around. Makes it a lot easier. It's just a nice.
Eu tô achando que a Hacking House precisa de upgrade aí nesse link, hein, mano.
Oh, you probably need to mute that down in the bottom left-hand corner. Hit your headphones of Discord next to your name. So there's a .env file out there. And if we've learned anything from supply chain attacks that have been going on recently, it's that developers love to commit these environment variables that happen to contain secret information into source control management.
Looks like our Tarugo just tried to do a cross-site server request token, and we've got on screen where it says holds an anti-CRF token.
Yeah, with SQL map, they have to provide that, I believe, in order for the SQL map to work with the literal expression.
Just going with that. There we go.
There's the injection.
Mm-hmm. Now let's try that again. Got a lot of people going down very, very similar paths. So the question is, who's going to figure it out first?
Yeah,
You know, last time you missed it, Joe, if memory serves, we didn't even have the first flag by mid-game.
Really?
Yeah, it was down. Everything happened towards the late game.
Oh wow. Was it just people going down these paths that didn't work out, and then they'd have to basically backtrack to try something else?
Yep. I mean, IPSC really came up with an amazing box last time.
Yeah.
I mean, all the action literally happened within the last 45 minutes of the entire competition. So
it wasn't popped with Pwn Kit this time?
No, Pwn Kit wasn't the the be all end all in this one.
That's what the seventh semifinal boiled down to. They realized at the last second, oh my gosh, we've got Pwn Kit that was just released.
You know, and the one thing that I don't know if IPSC did it this time, but I mean, there's been some really cool new 0 days that have come out with Google Chrome and Microsoft source code being dropped. There's a lot of things, and IPSC is one deviantly, nasty little guy who makes some of the coolest boxes. So just know that in the past, we've seen a lot of these 0 days and new attacks. Whether that's going to take place today, I don't know, but we've seen it in the past.
So Octminer in the Twitch stream chat said that Laravel doesn't validate the CSRF token on the API endpoint, which was one of the takeaways from the qualifiers. So I think that's good to note. Thanks for that info, man. I didn't get a chance to check in on any of the qualifiers leading up to the semifinal here. I did review the chat though, the chat history.
Oh yeah.
That's not everything. Plus, a lot of the chat is in Portuguese. So,
see, we can't say that anymore. I've come up with a new term for that, Joe. It is now Brazilian encryption.
Brazilian encryption. I love it.
Yes. Portuguese for Americans is just Brazilian encryption. And in a lot of ways, I'd be willing to bet it's almost as good as like AES 256 for most people here in the U.S. Everybody's still pounding on that front door.
Yeah, Wade is doing some intruder attacks here in Burp Sweep, but I'm not. I missed the part where there was a target associated and stuff. Yep. So I don't really know what it's against here.
And Goldilocks is still banging on the front door.
Okay.
Not seeing much love here.
So it looks like Wade may have figured out a username that can be used for a forgotten password, but he needs to provide a PIN as a second factor in order to be able to change that password. And so that's what where we're at right now with Wade.
Okay.
If you're watching him.
Did you? Yep. I just pulled him up. Did you happen to see how he was able to enumerate that
enter a PIN code that was emailed to him because he found the username.
Yeah. Well, did you see where he found the username?
No, I missed that part. I was looking at other people. IPSC may be able to tell us in the Twitch chat. He's been watching Wade for a while. It seems like Wade is the furthest along here. He was doing the intruder attack he was doing was a numbers payload. So he was trying to basically brute force the PIN code that it was asking for.
Nice.
Yeah, not a bad idea. It's only typically 4 digits, right?
Typically.
But from DEF CON, what was it, 24, 25? One of those, there was a talk where, 6-7 digit PIN codes are even susceptible to attacks 100 seconds. As long as you can scale out, like in a cloud environment or something.
Oh, yeah. God, what was it? Let me pull that up here for just a second. I just found a really cool new statistic on that, Joe.
Oh, cool. Yeah, the tool that I saw the talk for back at DEF CON, I think it was 25, it's called CIDER, CIDER. It's still out there. And it allows you to basically scale out.
Okay.
Through containers.
Numbers, even at 8 characters, it's showing up as instantly.
Okay.
We don't really even get into a minute until we hit 13 characters, and 15 characters is only 6 hours. So
Yeah.
we're dealing with just a straight numerical pin. A 16 character would only take 2 days, and a 17 character would only take 4 weeks.
Cool.
So I mean that's pretty insane when you look at it. So even a 4 to 8 character numeric only pin would be able to be cracked pretty much instantaneously.
Yeah, IPSEC replied in chat to my question, and he said that the users are all previous UHC players because, as the site says, it's a player dashboard. So all of the register users are previous players. So it's just a matter of choosing usernames, trying to crack pins.
So, you know, that's one hell of a nice little clue. So anybody that's playing, if you remember the names of anybody else, you know, even yourself, I mean, that's an angle.
Wade is working on Biggest, I think is the name, if I remember correctly. Goldilocks is working on B. So there's quite a few that you can you can choose from.
And anybody that hasn't watched any of these, we've had numerous amounts of really cool players.
Torugo's working on Luska.
Yep. We're seeing a lot of the really good players from previous events. They're being kind of showcased here in a way.
Yep.
It's almost like that spoof LinkedIn profile of me. I love that one.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Saw that.
Acelera aí, solta aí, enfim. Vamos ser sinceros, muitas vezes o cara não tem nem espaço para poder respirar e tentar botar em melhor prática ali.
Once again, we're dealing with some encryption that I do not have the cipher for.
Just pull up Google Translate on your phone and hold it up to the server. Let it do the translation for you. Well, I didn't get into Matthias's screen. I was hoping to check up on him, but check up on Scallop.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that doesn't always work, Joe. You know, I've been honored to have actually spent quite a bit of time down in Brazil.
Sair da live, não pode palavrão. Tirou 80% das minhas palavras.
Excuse me, whoever is on talking right there, if you guys could do me a favor and just kind of throw yourself on mute down at the bottom, mute your audio.
Mute your audio.
Yeah, I have no doubt whatever you're saying is really cool, but you're bleeding over into the English channel, and
dude, I think so. I don't know that they can hear you.
Eu vou dizer isso que é só de segurança, não.
You just need to mute your Discord in the bottom left-hand corner by your username. There's a pair of headphones.
Só que
I am muted.
No. Like if you go out of full screen in the Discord window, and then bottom left, yeah.
All right, let me try that.
Where your name is, Hacker213. Yeah, click those. Yeah, there you go. So now you'll be able to hear anybody.
I suck. What can I say?
It's okay. I live in Discord. All right. Everybody's still playing with the forgot password form. One way.
What's kind of funny? What's kind of cool, Joe, is we're seeing people jumping into the Discord chat looking for usernames.
Dude, so basically you could go back to all of the other qualifiers and just choose anybody's name. I'm sure they'll be in the database.
Exactly. So it's kind of cool when the actual chat becomes an actual tip.
Which chat? The Discord chat? Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
So let's come down and move down here to Goldilocks.
All right. You gotta tell them, man. Get on the ball, Goldilocks. I put all of my hacker points on you.
You know, come on, dude. Seriously, it's between Joe and I have these friendly kind of wagers going. You don't realize that there's side bets between me and him. Joe's gonna have to shave his head if he loses.
I already got a receding hairline. I fear it would never come back, man. Like you.
And if I win, Joe has to get a microchip of an LED shoved in his hand, so that way when he goes clubbing and holds his phone, it'll blink to the music.
Why are all the things that you like to do being forced on me through this bet? Although the LED in the hand would be pretty cool. I think it would freak a lot of people out, though.
Oh, wait, dude, wait till you see my new one. I'm just waiting. It should be getting shipped in the next batch. I'm actually getting a chip that will actually let me do tap to pay with a subdermal implant in my wrist.
Well, that's cool.
But imagine how that's going to be the first time I use it. No, don't worry, guys. I'll take care of dinner. There you go.
I don't think anybody's going to make a big deal about it because it's just going to look like you're tapping your like watch or something for Apple Pay.
I don't wear a watch, Joe.
Well, that's going to be what throws everybody off, right? When they don't see the watch.
Exactly.
And it works.
You know, they're just going to know that somehow things appear that they got paid. How did that happen?
Yeah. You know,
come on, Gotti Locks.
While we're watching this, there was a vulnerability, a CVE that was released for my car 2 days ago.
Serious?
Yeah. So
what kind of car you drive?
So a Honda Civic, and it affects 2016 to 2020 Honda Civics. And basically, what they found was that the keyless entry and remote start key fobs that come on those cars, they send unencrypted RF signals, so someone can just walk by you, clone your key fob, and then control your car from there. So they there's no way to solve this outside of like keeping your key fob in a Faraday pouch or something like that. But that would be cool if you had something in your hand that you could just brush by people and clone hotel cards, like key cards for hotels, like RFID cloning, basically. Do you have that in your hand already?
Yep.
Oh, shoot. Well, just stay away from
Do I
me
have the capabilities?
together,
Yes.
okay? I don't need my car.
Yeah, you know I don't. You know I never hack Joe. I never hack the people I love.
This is true. And hopefully I stay on that side. All right, let's take a look at what's going on here. I'm gonna do some browsing. Where are you? You are watching Alfonso.
Yep.
All right. I'll go watch other people.
Yeah, I talked to Bruno earlier. There may be a chance that I may be able to wind up going to the finals and doing a little explaining the whole biohacker transhuman thing at the finals. So we'll see.
That would be cool. That's always an interesting talk to listen to.
Yeah.
Looks like Wade is going through some JavaScript here. I don't know what I'm looking for. I just popped in on him.
And we're seeing a lot more fuzzing going on over here.
Yeah, everybody seems to be keeping an eye on Wade.
When you're at the top of the mountain, everybody wants to knock you down.
True. Yeah, that's the thing too. You know, these streams aren't just locked out to these competitors. They can easily be listening to us now and listening to, you know, all of our reporting on what everybody else is doing. So,
oh, we know for a fact that it is.
Yeah, I mean, it would be smart to do. That's for sure.
You know, and remember, it's not just about who gets the flags; it's who gets the flags first.
Yeah.
So there is that competitive nature to this event.
So I think that what Wade is doing is trying to see if he can find in the response when he resets a password, or when he says he forgot the password for his user that he chose, seeing in the response if he can find any information as far as the PIN is concerned, or an email, you know, that template that would be sent out that he can maybe pull some information from, but not having any luck here.
Yeah, I'm back down here in Scallop again. You know, Scallop's still working on. It seems like everybody's working on that user, but Scallop seems to be like he's still trying to go after the admin account. So I don't know. I don't know if he's going for more of a brute force attack.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he's going after the admin account.
It seems like
so. Not taking the advice that IPSEC gave in terms of the fact that there is everybody that's in the dashboard is a user. So let's see where he goes with this. This is a deviation from what we're seeing in a lot of the other contestants.
Yeah, Wade finally changed his URL parameters that he's sending in his request in Burp Suite to include the token that he found in the form. There's a hidden form field with a token in it that sure needs to be sent along with the name and the pin.
And Scallop is trying to craft a token for a reset. It appears for the name. Okay, no. He's using the Scallop username. So
Okay.
maybe it looked like maybe he was trying to take some of the parameters for an administrative reset and trying to port that over into his token for his user accounts.
Well, I mean, shoot. If he's in the player database, why couldn't he request that he forgot his own password and get a pin?
You know, I've been wondering that myself.
Nobody's tried that yet. Maybe
everybody's trying to go for, somebody else, but why, I agree. Why not just try resetting your own password?
Right.
Especially if you have the email address that's tied to that account.
You qualified, so you should be in the database. I don't think it would be that easy, though.
No, but I mean, you got to think. Sometimes the simplest things, hackers turn into the most complicated things.
There is an API endpoint for reset token.
Mm-hmm.
Wade just found it.
Okay.
I wonder if there's something to be done there.
Let's find out.
He definitely highlighted it, but whether he's going to do anything with it, I don't know. While you watch that, I'll move on.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody's. I can't tell if everybody's trying 1, 2, 3, 4, or if that is just what is set when that form field becomes available. I think it's just already like default.
You seeing any interesting things coming out of the chat?
No, it's been. Oh, okay, so it's IPSEC said it's people who qualified for the finals, not the initial qualifier. So Calip wouldn't be able to use his own name. And 1, 2, 3, 4 is the default for the form field, so that's why we see everybody with it in the pin code field so much.
Wade's now looking at the developer's options, starting to look at the CSS files. Just remember, you want IPSEC on your side and not as somebody that's working against you. Did I just read that correct, Joe, where it said make sure that you use the same browser you used originally to register?
I don't know. I missed that on your screen. I'm watching Taruga right now.
Yeah, I think Wade just saw. I thought I just saw something about that, which kind of makes me wonder if we may be getting back to that Chrome vulnerability again.
Maybe I haven't had a chance to play with it myself. Have you had a chance to play with it?
I read the initial write-up on it when it hit the other day, but let's be honest, it was the weekend, and well, I live in Texas, so I was busy smoking meat all day yesterday.
All right, let's take a look.
Not that, I can do anything even close to the awesomeness that we get out of the picanha coming in from Brazil. Still one of my favorite meats.
Yeah, there's not much information that that Google has released on it quite yet, from what I'm seeing. What we don't really know is that it's a type confusion in V8, which refers to the JavaScript.
Shout out to one of your favorites. Look who's on screen.
Oh, snap. Let me pop over. There we go.
My donut.
That's my man right there. Won me all those hacker points. My donut. Coming back. 7th semifinal winner. My donut. He was only 17 too. He's going to be 18 by July though for the final, so it was all good. He'll be able to make it okay.
Awesome. 17 years old. That donut was really, really impressive. So I think he's got a really bright future in the security space.
Absolutely.
It's not as easy as it was like back when I started, Joe. I here's something that'll just make you kind of go, what the hell are you thinking, Len? Have you seen the big push to the domainless architecture that we're seeing? I'm waiting. You know what I'm waiting for, Joe? I'm waiting to hear that token ring networks are actually the most secure because only one person can talk at a time. That's what I'm waiting to see come back.
That's how old you are.
Yeah, that's how old I am, man.
All right.
And I was working in a professional capacity on those. I was working on a Prime Lundy mainframe. How's that for carbon dating?
Yeah, not anything I would ever want to get involved with. That's for sure.
Yeah, but you know what the cool thing about that is, dude? One of the things that I think makes me an amazing offensive security strategist is I remember before there was a GUI.
True. Yeah, it's easy to get stuck in the GUI nowadays, which always feels limiting to me.
Oh, yeah. One of the coolest things that ever happened to me when I first got into IT is, I didn't have, I started back in like DOS 3.1.1.
Mm-hmm.
So, my boss, even when we got into like Windows 3.1.1 for work groups and stuff, he was like, nope, you don't get a mouse. So yeah. I didn't get a mouse until like Windows 95 came out.
Taruga's taking an interesting angle here. He's running a web fuzzer to try and fuzz the pin, right? But he keeps getting 409 HTTP codes back, which means that there's too many requests basically to the server. Right. And so he went searching for a rate limit bypass for Laravel, and one does exist. So I don't know if he's going to give it a shot and see if he can bypass the rate limit and then be able to complete the fuzz attempt. But he kind of looked it up and then didn't go anywhere with it. So I'm interested in seeing if he goes down that path any further. It seems like everybody is getting that issue with the repeater or the numbers payload on the intruder and burp suite. Getting too many requests.
And if people remember, that was one of the big challenges from the last semifinal was that IPSC put an MFA in there, and at the end, you really didn't even need to worry about it. And everybody got really hung up on it.
Yeah. You can't even fuzz the API endpoint for reset token because you just get back 429s all day. Too many requests.
Mm-hmm.
So Laravel's being throttled. The API is being rate limited, and so there's got to be a way around that. Hey, Len, I got a question for you from Twitch chat. You ready? Oh, wait, did he drop? Oh, no, wait, you're there. You're just... Oh, wait. No, Len, come back. Len's gone. Well, we'll ask him when he gets back, all right? So right now, while Len's gone and trying to reconnect here, unfortunately, I can't share out my screen without closing out everything and coming back. I mean, at this point, I may as well. If Len's going to keep dropping like that. Oh, wait, here he is. Welcome
You
back.
know, the problem is like I said, I work out in the middle of nowhere, so it is. So I heard you say there was a question.
Yeah. So, what is the DOS command used most for hacking?
Probably dir.
Yeah, just trying to enumerate what is in the directory.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, or maybe Deltree. Net. Honestly, net would probably be one of the biggest ones, because I mean, you got net use, net
Yeah,
user, net group. So I think net would be a really big DOS command. I use it. I mean, especially if we're dealing with one of those lay of the land situations where I don't have the opportunity to really bring a toolkit with me.
right. Well, that's the thing nowadays. You can find somebody who's built a utility or a tool for all of these things that used to be manual.
But the trick is getting them on there, especially when you're dealing with IDS, advanced AI style anti-malware, next generation antivirus. A lot of the times bringing anything. I mean, we were just talking about that whole concept of domainless architecture. If we start going into more of these sequestered type situations, where does that leave group policies? It becomes much easier to try and lock down execution of unsigned scripts and tools.
Yeah. Well, I honestly think it's becoming more of an enterprise problem than anything else. I don't know. I look at it. I experience a different side of security than you do every day.
Yeah.
Because I deal with DevOps, automation, the developer side of things. So me encountering a Windows machine is few and far between. It's mainly Linux. There aren't typically domains involved in that context. And if there is, it's because it's an enterprise that is Windows heavy. But as they move to more cloud native infrastructure and stuff, it's not being done that much anymore, because the identity provider in the cloud is becoming that domain for you, and you're not needing to bind to some other
LDAP directory
technology. Yeah.
So let's go back up and take a look at what's going on with our good friend Wade.
Sure.
I mean, everybody is kind of bouncing on that same thing, man. I mean, everybody's stuck on that pin. Nobody has gotten any farther. And we are coming up on our first completion. We are 7 minutes till the end of our first hour. So just like last time, we're not seeing a lot of really major traction happening in early game. Oh my gosh, no way. You always have something to do.
Oh, what is that, Wade?
That was Wade.
Can I move my 340 hacker points right now?
No. You know what? Maybe that was, I believe in Wade. I really do. I think that was what Wade, he knows what he wants to do. This is psychological warfare to the rest of the competitors. But, to that point, even, some of the best people out there, this is not scripted. Mm-mm. This is real. And these are some of the same kind of situations that you could expect to happen in a real type engagement.
What is going on here? Are you watching Ricardo?
I just jumped into Ricardo.
Is he trying to figure out what the token is?
It looks like he is.
I don't know. I don't know about you. I don't know if you've ever used CyberChef before, but you can figure things out so quickly using CyberChef. I don't know what he was using. It looked like he was using Burp somehow. I didn't even know that was possible to do in Burp.
I don't know, but that's one of those things. Even somebody like myself, I love watching other people doing their own techniques, because I have picked up so many really cool new ideas and tools and resources.
See, I didn't even know this existed in Burp. The decoder.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah,
I've never used it, but yeah, it's there.
I usually have CyberChef up in a tab and create recipes, right? Because it's CyberChef, so that's what you do. Yeah, I don't. Oh, what is? All right, I'm moving on then. Let's see. I think Matthias is back up and running here.
And yeah, Ricardo looks like he's trying to kind of reverse go after that token using Lavelle.
Mm-hmm.
Game is still completely open, everybody. You getting anything out of Matthias yet, Joe?
No, man. He's in the same boat as everyone else.
Oh, I don't think we actually showcased him yet. So let's bring him up on the big
Yeah,
screen.
he's finally back online.
All right, way to go, Matthias. Good to see you, my friend. Best of luck. You know, and for anybody who thinks,
issues here though.
for anybody who thinks that Burp Suite is a waste of time, just enjoy the rest of today's event. How's the chat looking, Joe?
Chat's looking good. I don't know how to pronounce the guy's name. Twisted, TWICD. Asking a lot of great questions. Asked if we can execute a demo of JDR, but I don't think I'm familiar with JDR. Are you? Do you know that acronym?
JDR.
Yeah. Let me Google it.
Yeah.
JDR. I got a bunch of doctors for some reason. Okay, Google. Get with it. No, I even put hacking after it. It still comes up with doctors. Here are the doctors that are all hacks. Doctor hacking. Wow. There's a lot of doctor hackings out there. I would not go to any of them.
Well, actually, you know what? I might feel very comfortable with that.
Oh, JDR. Okay. John D. Ripper. But
JTR.
Yeah.
JTR, John the Ripper. Honestly, if you want to see that, I believe I've got one of those. I've got a video that shows some John the Ripper and some Hashcat over on my YouTube channel. Feel free to go check that out. Hacker 213. Yeah, I've got a YouTube channel, man.
Am I following you? I need to do this right now.
I don't know.
I didn't even know you had a YouTube.
Well, put it this way: I have a channel until YouTube decides.
What's your
YouTube?
Yeah,
I have a YouTube channel
name.
I got some new stuff. I'm actually putting up. Hacker 213.
You know how many Hacker 213s are out there? 3.
Yeah, quite a few. Yeah, it's the same. My avatar, the same one I use for everything.
Okay, so the very first one that comes up, it's 178 subscribers.
Yeah, I don't really push it that hard. For me, I just do it for fun.
Well, you've got 179 now, my friend.
Appreciate it. Yeah, I've got some pretty cool videos on there. I'm actually about to put up a couple of new ones where I'm going over the Log4j, and I'm actually showing off. I've got a couple of Home Kit demonstrations. You have your Proxmark 3 cloning hotel room keys demo out there on YouTube. Yes,
That's got a lot of views, man.
Yeah, I did that. I
added it to my watch later list.
Thank you. Yeah, I did it, and honestly, wait till you see the new one I'm coming out with, Joe. Got a brand new presentation. Just finishing the last of the attack videos for it. It's called QR codes in a post-pandemic world.
I think didn't you give that at the last Fire Talks Online, or was it just like a test bed?
That the Fire Talks Online was actually just kind of like me testing some of the ideas out and things. Yeah. But no, this is the final product.
Cool.
And I'm showing 3 different attacks that are all being triggered through scanning a QR code.
That's awesome.
So yeah, we're gonna do a man in the middle. We're gonna do a reverse shell, and we're gonna do some fishing.
You should just get print out a very large QR code sticker and put it on your laptop so that when you're at the conference talks and your laptop is open, just see how many people randomly scan that QR code and then send them to somewhere, like malicious, but someplace that kind of taps their wrist.
I've done that before. I did that. I do that at a lot of my the conferences I go to. I'll actually take and find the logo of whatever show I'm at, and I'll put a QR code on it, and it says, free Wi-Fi, and I just leave them around and see how many people I fish at a security conference. And the scary part is on average, I get at least 45 to 60%.
Wow.
Yeah, things that kind of make you go, you're supposed to be better than this.
Yeah, that web app that you're sending everybody to sounds like somebody really, really freaking cool made it, man.
Oh, I'm telling you, I couldn't do it without certain DevOps people I know, especially the ones that have like an amazing goat beard and mustache.
Oh, used to, I guess, would be
Well,
that.
it's still there, it's in you. We just got to get it back out of your body and out
It
of
only
your
takes
face.
like a couple weeks for it to come back. A little bit of training, a little bit of this,
Yeah.
a little bit of that, some mustache wax. We're good to go. It's a little bit
All
grayer
right.
than it used to be, though, as you can tell. Gray's starting to
Well,
come.
there's this amazing stuff called Just for Men. I've been using it ever since I had 5 daughters.
I feel like it makes me look experienced a bit, so I think I might keep it. Hey,
Well, it's cool because you're not at that grandparent stage yet. Once you start getting those, then you don't want to look that old no more.
I shared your YouTube channel into the Twitch chat, so anybody who is on Twitch right now can click that and subscribe and check out the videos that you have up there. I'll also share mine out while we're sharing out channels here.
Yeah, and anybody that doesn't know Joe is probably one of the most amazing DevOps engineers, DevSecOps engineers that you will ever meet.
Call it that, man.
I almost said a bad word, Joe. I almost said DevOps.
No, I know, but DevSecOps is what I don't like, man, because
I know
it's such a it's just like so security.
Okay, hang on a minute.
Ourselves in the middle of everything.
Dude, I got to interrupt you. We have all right, guys, everybody playing, we have a hint. So Laravel has a default rate limiter on the API. Many rate limiters do not have bypasses. It's worth a Google. That is your hint. I'm going to read that one more time. Laravel has a default rate limiter on the API. There we go. Thank you.
I don't know who mentioned that earlier, Len. Do you remember?
I think it might have been maybe you.
So I think it was Tarugo though that ran across it first and then kind of backed out. He's since gone back to it even before the hint was released. So I think he kind of realized that you're not going to get any fuzzing done on this pin code until you get past the rate limiting that Laravel put in place, all that API throttling. So hopefully we should be able to bounce around now to everyone and see.
I'm going to jump in here on Tarugo for a second. Looks like he's doing some research.
Yeah, he is. He's got it up. If you look at his other tab.
Tarugo's looking up the rate limiter. Yep.
Yeah.
So I expect that there's a lot of people doing some Googling right now.
I wonder if the competitors
enter the Google foo.
Let's see. Yeah. If they check, so there's a private channel for all the competitors on our Discord server that they should be checking. But it seems to me, by monitoring a couple of these people still, they haven't checked it yet and seen the hints. So they should have gotten a notification. But again, if they're in a live mode in Discord, what happens is Discord turns on what's called streamer mode, and it suppresses the notifications from popping up as a toast notification. So they're going to have to physically go into that chat room and look at the hint. My door just swung open, which means one thing. My puppers is here. Let me
nice.
1 second, I'll be right back, dude.
No worries.
Huh. My internet bounced there for a second? That's weird.
Not sure.
Okay. Well, I'm back. It's all good.
All right. Well, we're back here with Gotti Locks on the main screen.
Gotti Locks. Let me check on Wade, because last time we saw Wade, he said, "I don't know what I'm doing." But looks like he did get the hint. So he is on Hack Tricks now, checking out the different paths to bypassing rate limiting. Not saying that any of these will work with Laravel, but you're gonna have all good shots.
Now, just to make everybody aware, we are about 20 minutes from mid-game. So time is ticking, and we still don't have anybody on the scoreboard yet.
Nope. Man, as time goes on, each of these boxes are getting better and better and harder, man. As we get closer and closer to these finals here, IPSEC's really stepping up his game a lot on these boxes, making it super interesting for everyone. I shall do some Google. Oh, it's just me. Len dropped. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I was Googling around. So basically, I'm doing some research on the side myself to see if I can't beat everybody to figuring out the rate limit here. There is in the headers an X rate limit header that is set to 60. But I don't. So it basically, for unauthenticated requests, that means that the rate limit only allows up to 60 requests per hour. So if they've already capped out at 60 requests, they are not going to have enough time to be able to wait the hour to do 60 more requests. They're going to need to figure out how to just do a complete bypass of this. And the way that it works, it typically, in more common situations, is that it's associated with the originating IP address, not the user making the request. So it may be something where they need to start to change their IP address in order to bypass that rate limit. And if they can figure that out, I think that that's going to be the key. They need to start to spoof the source address that these requests are coming from, and limiting it to 60 per IP address that they're spoofing. How to do that, I haven't a clue myself, but this is just me thinking outside of the box of what I would go searching for Google on how to do. So it looks like here I'm watching. Who am I watching? I'm watching Wade, and he's manipulating the X forwarded 4 address to try and basically simulate in his request in the repeater section of Burp Suite how to do that. And we're getting some connection issues with Len here. Let me come into chat. Once Len gets back, InfoSec Axiom in Twitch chat has a question for him, and I'll be sure to get that over to him. I can tell you that that he does participate in some of those local hacking groups. I believe AHA, which is the Austin Hackers Association, is one of the ones that he's involved with. We're also good friends with a lot of the people who are in DHA, so the Dallas Hackers Association. Both him and I do a lot with them. They also, one of the people who runs DHA also runs something called Fire Talks Online, and we'll do some quick lightning talks once a month. Usually, I believe it's the second Wednesday of every month. We'll get together and do that, and just kind of the test bed for new ideas, new attacks, and things like that. Wade here is still working on that X forwarded 4 header to see if he can't manipulate it at all, setting it to local host, things like that, to try and bypass the rate limiting here. Just basically working his way down Hack Tricks. If you were to Google API rate limit bypass hack tricks, you'll be able to see what Wade is working through here. But yeah, it's crazy because InfoSec Axiom in the Twitch chat is asking a lot about local hacker groups and things like that. After the pandemic happened, a lot of those groups that would stay close knit in their local areas are have started to expand online and have a better online presence and start to accept people from other regions, other areas, and things like that. So following them on Twitter or Googling for them that way is usually a good way to get involved. So there was a question in Twitch chat too from Russ. If I could host the Discord screen share myself, I would need to close out of my browser in order to do that, which would cut my video. Once we get Len back on, I will do that just so that we have a backup the next time that Len gets knocked off, because he is basically communicating across 2 tin cans and a string that he seems to have repaired here. So Len, hopefully you can keep it up long enough for me to log off, and I'm going to set my security permissions on my MacBook and then come back.
Sounds good, dude.
And share it out if you go down again, okay?
Yeah, please do.
You're gonna be on your own for a second here.
Yeah, I'll do the best I can, Joe.
All right.
So sorry about that, everybody. You know, this is, like I said, unfortunately, this is one of those few drags that I have to live with in order to live where I want to live. So let's go ahead and we're going to jump back in here to Wade while we wait for my good brother Joe to come back. You know, unfortunately, yeah, it's always fun. Next month, you know, I'll make sure that I go up and hang out at a coffee shop or something. Joe should be back just a minute, and then we'll get him on for the actual main screen. So, all right, we're down here. We're going to hang out with Scallop for a few, see where he's at. So, looks.
Okay, I'm back. And Len is not. So it's just me now. Let's see if I can share this out and this will work this time. Share screen. And bring up Discord and allow. So we should see that now, just in time for Len to go out back and repair his internet. So I am watching here. Wade is definitely going through Google, doing a deep dive. There you go, Russ. Russ in Twitch chat with a thumbs up. So no problem there, dude. Russ is going through here and I'm sorry, not Russ. Wade is going through here. And really just trying to drill down and find any way to bypass this Laravel rate limit. He's going to have a lot of digging to do here. There's a couple ways. You know, you can either generically deal with bypassing the rate limit just by changing that IP address like I was talking about before. But there's got to be a specific Laravel way of doing this. And I haven't been able to find one yet. And I've been diving into... Oh, here we go. Maybe Stack Overflow is where it is. So there is a way to disable the rate limiting in Laravel, like legit. If you were able to access, there's a PHP file for the kernel, and inside of that PHP file is where the API config is set up in order to throttle. Now, I don't know that any of them have access to that, but they could decrease it. They don't even need to like remove it or anything like that, but they could decrease that throttle down just enough to get enough space really to work with. But that is, you know, if you have access to Laravel from an admin perspective, and I haven't seen anybody trying to attempt to take that angle. So, HunterBot in Twitch chat, though, while we're watching Tarugo here, I just switched over to Tarugo. We're gonna watch him. He's building out a Python script. It looks like here to deploy his payload. But HunterBot in chat asked with these competitions if Hack the Box makes a specific machine for the competition, and it's not actually Hack the Box. It's IPSEC, who is watching the Twitch stream with us all, and he's here, so he can definitely answer questions if you have any. These boxes will become available sometime this coming week on Hack the Box for you to be able to go ahead and hack yourself. So if we aren't able to finish here, then you basically have green fields to work with. If we are able to finish here, then you've kind of got a roadmap that you can look back on to try and experience it for yourself. So here, Tarugo creating his Python script, a very simple one with his data payload, which is the name and the pin, which we've seen a lot of them using in Burp Suite in order to try and send across their requests here, but getting rate limited with the 429 HTTP code from Laravel. So he's going to also in the headers send across an X forwarded 4. Oh, okay. IPSEC is an employee of Hack the Box. I didn't know that. So I learned something new today. So we'll see. We'll keep a look here. I think he's the only one. If I kind of browse over, I can get an idea of what everybody's doing here. I think he's the only one really creating his own script in order to deal with this. So it'll be interesting to see how he handles the X forwarded 4. I don't know how many developers we've got out there, but it definitely comes in handy in times like this. So yeah, he's going to, I see. So he's got his ranges all set here. So he's going to enumerate, or he's going to loop through all of the local IP addresses that he can in the 256 range in order to add that to the header for the X forwarded 4. And then I assume he'll do something similar for the pin in order to go through, 000 all the way through to 9999 in order to be able to deal with that too. If this works, this is exactly what I thought we would need to do in order to get past this point. So he's just making sure that everything matches the requests as they're being sent from what Burp Suite captured here. I'm not doing full screen, and I need to do that. Thank you, Isa, for that. So here we are full screen now. Hey, Len, you're back. Good to see you back, man. So I think that, and IPSEC, correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought that Hack the Box had some openings for people who are interested that are open right now. If you go to the hackthebox.com website, you can check that out. Len, we can't hear you. I see your mouth moving, but unfortunately, I think your audio is on a different channel right now. So can't quite hear you. I got a thumbs up though, so he can definitely hear me. That's always good to know. So we're just watching Tarugo's screen right now, Len. He's building out a Python script and Len is gone. Fun times. It's all good though. So let's bounce around and see who else we have that we can check in on while this is getting built. We'll come back and I'll keep an eye on him, or try to at least. Let's see what Goldilocks is up to. Oh, okay. Let's go full screen and see what we've got here. It looks like he found a Laravel exploit. I don't know what that was that he just snagged. It looked like a token of some kind. Definitely interesting. We'll see if he goes back to
First Blood.
Flag. Awesome. We saw it. First Blood coming in. Who was it? Where's the scoreboard? Where's the scoreboard? Isa, Goldilocks got it. So we were watching Goldilocks as he popped that flag. He got the flag and he was able to add it into the scoreboard. I wish we were watching him so that we could see how he was able to do that. I think it was that Laravel exploit right there that we see in GitHub up here from Ambionics. So if we go to github.com/ambionics/Laravel-exploit, we should be able to see the exploit that was used here. No, it's not Laravel-exploit. Which one is it? Let me go to the main repositories for Ambionics. Ambionics does web security assessments, offensive and continuous, and it's Laravel exploits. It's a CVE from 2021. I'll put it into the Twitch chat for everyone to see. Right here. This is the exploit that Goldilocks used if you want to check it out for yourself. Oh, he brute forced the pin. I missed that. I thought he was exploiting it. Saw the tab up. So now he has the player list. He has the whole player list to look at. You can view their profile, see the country that they're from. He is definitely in the lead right now. He brute forced the pin. I want to know why nobody else is doing this. Everybody's attacking the API endpoint to try and implant that pin. So we've got Goldilocks on this on here. Now he's checking out the players list source. Let's bounce around and see who else we can have while we wait for Len. If Len gets back, who knows? Let's see what Afonso's up to. Where we at here, buddy? What you doing? Checking out some rate limiters in Laravel. So everybody's looking for rate limit, bypassing the rate limiter on Laravel. And Goldilocks was like, you know what? I'm not even going to bother with that. I'm just going to brute force the pin. There's only 4 numbers. So HunterBot's asking what he used to brute force. I didn't happen to capture the screen to know what he was using, but we do know that the API endpoint is rate limited by Laravel, so it definitely wasn't anything to do with that API. Otherwise, he would have had to bypass that rate limit. Used Intruder. Awesome. So it sounds like he just did a numbers payload in Intruder, I'm guessing. Looks like Afonso's onto something here. Giving it a shot himself. I wish I could make this bigger. Let's move on to somebody else. Let's check out Ricardo here, see where he's at. So he is in Burp Suite, in the repeater, checking out some requests, some responses. Getting a 302 not found. Wonder what happened. Okay, so it's trying to bypass the rate limit on the API as well. Let's try to find somebody who is doing taking the same path that that Goldilocks did here. We'll back out. Let's check on Matthias real quick. Matthias loves Zap. OWASP Zap. He's got a name. He's hitting the API endpoint. So he's going to be hitting that rate limit as well. He needs to provide his the pin. Yep. Give him something. There you go. Hey, we're going to start with 1. Now do 2. All right. Now we're going to try again. This is the very, very manual way of doing this here. All right, let's move on to somebody else here. Let's check out everybody. I just want to get a good. Now that we got first blood, I want to see who's going to get it next. Typically, they start to come in after the first one falls because they're watching the streams just like we are. So if they happen to catch what Goldilocks was able to do, which, by the way, Len put all of his hacker points on Goldilocks at the beginning of the stream. I don't know who came in after the betting, had taken place and everything like that. But Len definitely put all of his hacker points on Goldilocks. I put all of my hacker points on Wade. I had won the 7th semifinal. I put all of my hacker points then on my donut, won them all. So I had 340 hacker points here. I don't know if we're still placing bets, but if we are, it would be ! Bet, and then the number of the player. I think you can get the syntax from one of the bots in the chat. If you happen to put in ! Commands, you'll be able to get all those commands. Or we may even be able to, I don't know. The bets are going to close very soon, so be sure to get those bets in now. In about 10 minutes, those are going to close. So be sure that you get those in. Looks like Scallop's looking for the rate limit bypass still. Nobody's trying to just go the pure brute force route that Goldilocks did. Let's check in on Wade. It's been a minute since we saw Wade. All of my hacker points are riding on this guy. Yeah, everybody. So everybody seems to be on the same hack tricks page on bypassing the rate limit API, and it's just generic ways of bypassing rate limits when it comes to an API. Nothing Laravel specific, which is what we're dealing with here. So everybody's trying the same thing and coming up empty-handed. Our only success in our first blood has been Goldilocks, who brute forced the pin. Here we have the same rate limit bypass attempts happening here. Adding the null bytes into the X forwarded 4. I don't know if this is going to work because no one has gotten it to work yet. And there's some people who have been doing this for quite a while. Tarugo was the first to find that the API was being rate limited and to start working down these. He has since moved over to a Python script that we last left him. He was creating. Let's see if he's still working on that here. Looks like he is not. He's moved on to a different route. Trying to go ahead and fuzz out here the X forwarded 4. Let's take a second and see what he's going. I feel like Tarugo's going down a better path than anyone else that we've checked in on so far.
Jojo, I'm back.
Oh, great. Glad to have you
Sorry
back.
about that.
Hopefully I was able to hold down Fort. We'll see what Twitch chat has to say about that, but it was a very lonely couple minutes without you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I had to reboot my darn router.
Oh, that's okay. Hey, at least we see you loud and clear now.
Tell me that, we've got somebody on the scoreboard.
We do. We got first blood. Goldilocks got the flag.
Mine.
Yes. I know. Yeah. So Goldilocks got first blood. He brute forced the pin. Everybody else is trying to rate limit bypass the API. He brute forced the pin, was able to get it, submitted the flag, got first blood. We feel awesome. We checked in on everybody else. Everybody else is still trying to do the rate limit bypass of this API endpoint here. Tarugo ditched the Python script that he was building out, so he's gone a completely different angle. We're on him right now, just checking him out.
Okay, hey Joe, I got back just in time. Do you know what time it is?
What time is it? Tool time? Pepsi time? Are you chugging a Pepsi? What are you doing? Are you there? What time is it? So I see it's 8:30 p.m. Eastern time on my end. Len can't hear me though. That's too bad. Did Len mute me? Oh no. Maybe we're losing him again. Man, we got to get this guy some internet. All right, Len will be back. It's cool because he just jumps in, he gets some points across, and then he's out, and then he's back in, and oh boy, that cell phone connection will get you every now and then. So we're still watching Tarugo here, and so I've been watching the Twitch chat here, and HunterBot asked a great question that I was kind of wondering myself, but I didn't say it out loud. And it was, how come the rate limit didn't apply to the intruder brute force? And IPSEC actually said it did, but Tarugo did something special. So we're watching Tarugo here to try and see what's going on. It seems like Goldilocks just got lucky in his brute force and was able to brute force it just in time to kind of skirt between that rate limit before it actually tagged him. So he just got super lucky, I think, and everybody else is still trying to bypass this rate limit. Oh, sorry, Goldilocks did something special, not Tarugo. We're watching.
Can you hear me, Joe?
Yeah, I can hear you now, buddy.
All right, cool. Sorry, I'm just gonna be.
Oh, he didn't. He didn't get lucky.
Oh no, that was skill. That was skill.
Goldilocks. Let's check out Goldilocks and see where he's at. We haven't checked back in with him. Let's go over to Gotti. So, oh my gosh, this is so small. Let me see if I can make this bigger. There we go. Maybe that's a little bit better. I lose my Twitch chat, but at least we can see his small print here. Go busting. Trying to find what we've got going on here. Oh, there's /user. Might be something good in there.
Hey, Joe, we have reached mid-game.
Look at this word list he's running through. Almost 400,000 words. This is gonna be a while, I think.
Hey, Joe, we've hit mid-game.
Oh, awesome. We have hit mid-game, so we've got only one flag mid-game. A little bit better than the last time you were on, I think, Len, you were saying earlier. You guys didn't have any?
Yeah.
Correct?
Last time it came down.
Hmm.
No, we hadn't reached anything by mid-game. So we're doing better than we did last time.
Okay. Looks like Goldilocks might be onto something here.
Tarugo is doing some OWASP. Looks like he's trying to get the Z proxy going. Or Zap.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
So Goldilocks is targeting the user endpoints of the API and trying to see what is available there for him to be able to target. And he's doing this in parallel as he's running through this 400,000 word list in GoBuster.
It's a heck of a word. It's a heck of a word list.
There is an app directory with an htaccess file in it. But in my experience, it's not really going to turn up anything good. Oh, Len's out. All right. Let's go ahead and let me check Twitch chat here. How many flags are there in total? Is it 5? You know what? I think there. How many flags are there, Len? Again, is it 3 or 2?
I thought I saw 4.
4? Okay. So there's 4.
I saw 4.
Yeah, Russ is asking in the Twitch chat.
Yeah. Also said 4.
Okay, cool. Yeah, there's 4. There's 4, Russ. All right, let's go ahead and check on Tarugo again. Let's see what he's
I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna head down and check in on Scallop.
All right. So he's in OWASP Zap. Working on that pin still. I wonder. I didn't see Goldilocks on the Hacktricks website looking at the REST API bypass method. So I don't think he used one of those. But I could be wrong. I wasn't really watching him either. So here we're just doing a numbers payload to try and see if we can't get this pin code before rate limit gets put in. And we're also going to manipulate the X forwarded 4, it looks like, with 256 range in order to, or 255, there we go, So 255, 256, 256 are the 3 X forwarded 4s, and then the pin, we're going to 9999. And we'll see. Oh, and then he gets rate limited. See, so you make it so far. I think it's 60 per hour. So now it's getting rate limited. That too many requests, that HTTP status code 429. So HunterBot asked in the Twitch chat, do the competitors need to be a specific Hack the Box rank to qualify? There's actually qualifiers that happen leading up to each semifinal round. What you're watching right now is the 8th, I believe it's the 9th semifinal round. So there were qualifiers that happened leading up to this, that basically each of the competitors won their qualifying round to be brought into the semifinal. There is a final that's going to happen in Sao Paulo, Brazil, in July, I believe is the time frame it's happening in. That's going to be all of the semifinal winners that we have going on here will end up in the finals. They'll go to Brazil and they'll compete in Brazil for the finals of season 1 of the Ultimate Hacking Championship. So be sure to check us out, follow on Twitter, and you'll get all of that information brought to your feed. So here we're still watching Tarugo. Looks like he's trying to see if he can't use some unique fuzzing techniques to bypass that rate limit he's getting from the API still. Hey, Len.
All right, Joe, I'm going to try and just leave the video off for a minute and see if that helps me out.
That works. I think it will. So I think you'll be all right. So just for everyone who's out there listening, the bets are closed. So hopefully you put in your bets. You bet some hacker points on your favorite player. We did have a first blood, so if you hadn't bet yet, you kind of could, I would call it cheating because I bet before everything started. But I guess it's not cheating if it wasn't closed. But right now we've got one flag captured by Goldilocks, and that is who Len put all of his hacker points on. I put mine on Wade, and we're watching Tarugo here try and fuzz his way to the proper pin in order to make it to the next get his first flag. Let's move around. We've been watching Tarugo here for a minute. Let's move up to Wade and see what Wade's up to, since all my hacker points are on him. Hopefully we're getting somewhere with him. Still working on that API endpoint for the reset token. He's got some null bytes in the X forwarded 4, so it looks like he's trying to bypass the API rate limit still. Using the turbo intruder here. Getting a lot of 200s, so those statuses are good. I don't know if he's got any 429s, which would be too many requests for the HTTP status code, where that rate limiting would be effect. But this X rate limit that's here is 60, so that means that this is only going to allow 60 requests per hour from one particular IP address, which is why we see people trying to change the X forwarded 4, because if they can make it look like the requests are coming from different sources, then they can bypass the rate limit and get past this 60 per hour rate limit. Looks like his rate limit remaining here in this response is 55. So he had burned 5 to get to this point, but he has a lot going on here. And I think that he's just kind of looking at the lengths right now to see if he can get a different length where he got a proper pin code maybe. I feel like he's on to something here. So we're gonna take a look and see if we can't watch him possibly cap this flag if he was able to get through. His payload is odd looking. Looks like it's dates of some kind. Maybe he knows something that I don't, or maybe that's just the way it's formatted. So Len, check this out.
What you got?
We're watching Wade, who all 340 of my hacker points are on when I bet earlier.
Yeah.
And he was able to bypass the rate limit on this API endpoint for resetting token. It's got a lot of 200s here. And you can see here his X forwarded 4 IP address is changing on each of these requests. So he's able to essentially try out different pins.
He's not going to trip.
And I think
he's not going to trip the
the
rate
one that
limiter.
work right now. If any of them. So I'm trying to see if we can't figure out if he got it or not. But that would be cool. You know what? If it came down to the wire and it was Wade versus Goldilocks for, the second flag, and we get to the end of the game and it's my hacker points versus your hacker points, my hair versus your no hair,
Yep. It'd be a tough one, dude.
That would be awesome. Oh, look, check out the name. So he's got a null byte in the name as well. So in the URL parameter for the name, he's got it for the X forwarded 4 as well as in the name. I didn't even see anybody trying to put the null byte there. So maybe that's the ticket. I don't know.
We'll have to wait and see what happens when he runs it.
Let's find out. And Twitch chat asked if we'll save this video on demand. It's almost 3 a.m. Buddy, you can go ahead and go to sleep if you need to. Tomorrow's Monday and a lot of us have to work. So
it'll be there for you.
This will be uploaded to YouTube afterwards. So you'll be able to watch the rest of what you missed on YouTube and the actual boxes that they're attacking. If you are on hackthebox.com and registered, they will be available later on this week for you to attack yourself and see if you can't figure it out on your own. So you can go either route.
Yep. And if memory serves, all of basically all of the quarterfinals are available for rescreen after the fact. So we definitely have the ability for you to come back and watch and learn from our contestants as well.
Cool. All right. Let's check out some other people here.
I'm down in Scallops right now.
We haven't been down south yet. You're watching Scallop. I'm going to come watch Scallop too. Let's see what Scallop's up to. It's been a minute since we checked in on him.
Yep. And I'm going to jump up and take a look at Matthias.
Looks like he's doing some fuzzing still. Yep. It's got W fuzz up on it.
Yeah, it looks like Matthias is doing some Google foo, looking up some stuff on hack tips.
Oh. Well, I'm not going to watch Scallop while he installs WFuzz. We'll go to Afonso. You're up next on the Ultimate Hacking Championship. He's using FUF. FUF? Is that how you say it? FUF? FUF? I like FUF. So let's go full screen and see what he's up to here. All right.
Run back up here and I'm back into Wade again.
Very small for me. So he has got the team page, some team pages up in the background. There's My Donut. I remember My Donut. Won all my hacker points from My Donut. Went all in on him. But I don't think that really the username that you use matters as much as the PIN code that you end up getting. He is fuzzing the name as well as the PIN code.
I have to agree.
But he's not changing the X forwarded 4 in the header. So he's going to be hitting that rate limit here and getting back a bunch of 429s depending on how many requests he sent previously. So I think that he's got a whiles to go here. So I'm going to kind of move on to the next screen. Let's check out Ricardo. And Ricardo is one of our competitors, one of our many competitors actually from Brazil. We've got 7 Brazilians today in this competition. Ricardo is one of them. Only one from the United States. Goldilocks is from the United States, and Freddie is from the UK. So Ricardo is also in fuzz hell along with everyone else, but I can't see yet. He's doing a lot of clicking around. It looks like he's got something up X forwarded for a lot of Brazilian though. I mean Portuguese, so I can't read through that, but definitely on the same path as everyone else. trying to fuzz his way through, but whether or not he's going to manipulate the X forwarded 4 is yet to be seen. Lots of research going on here. We'll come back to him. I think he's on the right path, but it's hard to tell. Let's check in on Matthias. Matthias is competitor 7. You can't bet anymore, but let's see what he's up to here. So, still working on that API endpoint. Doesn't look like he's... Well, I can't see if the header's down more. Here we go. So he has no more rate limit remaining. So he needs to manipulate his IP address in order to get past this 429, and I don't think he's figured that part out yet. I think he's trying to reset the rate limit right here. No, that's Unix time code for when the rate limit will reset. So if he were to turn that into an actual time that he could tell, that would tell you what time you could start up with 60 more API requests before you're rate limited again. He needs to start to change his IP address. He's got an origin there, but I don't see an X forwarded 4, which would help him do that. So he's got a lot of work to do here. I think that he's got a whiles to go yet to figure things out. Let's check on Scallop real quick. Scallop is in his cow term. He likes fish, it looks like. Down here we can see he was using fish, now he's running Python.
Tarugo is looking like this might be onto something here, Joe.
Tarugo? All right, let's switch to Tarugo. We were watching him earlier. I felt like he was the furthest along out of everybody we were watching. Let's see. Tarugo, what you got going on, buddy? He's in W fuzz too. But he is manipulating his X forwarded 4, still getting that 429 though. So I don't think the fuzzing for the X forwarded 4 is quite working. Although, if you remember correctly, Wade was able to bypass that by putting a null byte in the name itself. So we can see here name equals B, but no null byte. May need that null byte in there. What? 23? I don't think that's how you do it, dude. So he's got 44 remaining, as you can see in the response. Every time he clicks send, that's going to come down another notch till it comes to 0, and he's just going to hit 429s. I mean, if it was me, honestly, Len, and I didn't know the pin, I would not be using the same pin in every request I was doing while I was trying to fix the API rate limit bypass. Because you could technically brute force while you're trying to bypass the API rate limit by sending the same pin over and over and over again. You're not getting yourself anywhere. You could just get lucky and hit that pin.
No, I agree.
So, I mean, that's the route I would take. And you can see here, he's still hitting that 429. So he's not getting his IP address changed at all and hitting that rate limit.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think the null byte in the name is actually what got Wade through it.
Yeah, let's check on Wade and see where he's at. He seemed like he was doing pretty good. We can also check the scoreboard here and see if we've got anybody else. We did. Wade got the flag, so that's what it was. Wade got the flag. I completely missed that. He got it about 4 minutes ago, and we were told about it, and I missed it.
Nice.
I got to keep an eye
on the board, everybody.
So Wade got the flag. This did actually work for him. So you can see here in the X forwarded 4 header, he's got 2 null bytes, and then he has after the name. So name equals biggest, null byte, and pin equals, and then he's fuzzing the pin. So he's still working on something here. I don't know quite what, but he's still working on this reset token section. So Wade got the flag. He's in second place. They both have 200 points. Both Goldilocks and Wade have 200 points. But because Goldilocks got the flag first, he got first blood. He is in first place. If this is how it stays for the rest of the game, we are past the mid-game point. If this is how it stays the rest of the game, Goldilocks has the win. So that's how this works in this Ultimate Hacking Championship.
Not only are we past mid game, Joe, we're 10 minutes from end game.
We're 10 minutes from
Late
end game.
game.
Oh my gosh, these guys better get on it. So
We are
right
10
now,
minutes from the last hour.
right now.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, from last.
Elsa just threw up. We are going to be getting another hint in 10 minutes.
10 minutes to the next.
Another hint coming in 10.
All right, so we should just focus then on Wade and Goldilocks at this point until I see someone else catch a flag.
Well, you go ahead.
Good idea of how
Why
to
don't
catch
you
this
stay
flag.
focused on them, and I'll bounce around on some of the other ones because we got to have some more people that are going to hit it here quick.
If you see somebody who's getting close, let me know and I'll switch over to them.
We'll do.
Let's check
We'll
on.
do. So yeah,
I'm going to check on Goldilocks since he had a little bit of a head start from Wade and see where he's at. Looking up some web API pen testing methods here. So he's still working on this this player list here. Oh my gosh, I can't see that. Let me full screen this, and I'm going to move Twitch chat over so I can keep an eye on that too. All right. So we've got different profiles that he can view, and there's nothing being changed in the URL as these are being viewed, but there is like a little tooltip that comes up. So, whoa, what's that? Is that... So there's some sort of JavaScript that's going on here to have these pop up in this browser. So where did that come from? I keep missing what he's clicking on biggest in order to go to biggest.me up here in the URL. I don't know if anybody on Twitch caught that. Oh, okay. He's got a link inside of the tooltip to a blog, and that blog is supposed to go to biggest.me, but it's appending to the IP address in the URL bar. And I think it's supposed to just be a link to biggest.me only, but it's hard to tell. So far, that seems to be the most unique thing that's happening out of viewing all the profiles. So I think that it warrants some further investigation here.
Yeah, I wonder if we might have like an LFI situation.
I don't know, because I'm not really seeing anything that screams to me that that's what it would be. This is definitely, so this is a table that's being populated from a database of some kind.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, and these links all here for the view, they have to have some sort of URL to. Oh, here we go. We can see. All right. So on click, it's running a JavaScript function called getBio. Where is that JavaScript function living though? Let's see if he can find that. I think that's okay. So there is an API endpoint for getting the profile, and he found it. That's the function. It's Ajax. So that's how we're getting live client side refreshes. It's not server side. So it's hitting an API endpoint, which I believe he's going to focus on because he's definitely staring at it, and we're staring at it with him.
Yeah. All the rest of the crew are definitely still hitting that front door.
Yeah.
Nobody else seems to have gotten past that pin code.
Rate limit. Yeah.
Still see a lot of fuzzing coming out of all the other participants.
Mm-hmm.
But none of them seem to figure out how to get past that rate limiter.
What do we got going on here? I think he's got multiple monitors, and he's doing things on a second monitor that I can't see or something. Because he's got VS Code up, and I thought he clicked it, but I guess not. He's like me. I keep my notes in VS Code. Oh.
A lot of us do.
Some hash. There's the hash text file that he has here. Where did this come from?
should be getting another hint in about 5 minutes.
Okay, so each bio has the ID number of the user, and then there's some sort of text that is encrypted or encoded or something. I think he ran it through Jack the Ripper and was able to decipher some information from this.
John the Ripper, man. John.
John, sorry. Jeez, I always do that. Well, you know, Jack the Ripper, man. Everybody, it's London stuff. Whatever, man. Give me a break.
Yeah, but we're not dealing with London. We only got one guy from the UK here.
Yeah, I also been talking a lot more than I usually do.
Well, you know, unfortunately, I'm having issues, so you got to step up for me here, Joe. Everybody loves to listen to you anyway.
It happens. At least you're not solo. Then it would have really been bad.
Then it would have been really bad.
All right, so let's move on here. Goldilocks I think he maybe is taking a bio break or something. Let's check on Wade since he has the other flag and see where Wade is at. Yeah, thank you, HunterBot. Let's see, Wade, what are you doing? Still scrolling through these intruder payload responses that he got. He's got some 500. How did he get the flag? You know,
I'm not sure. I missed it.
I did too, and it sucks because, well, see, he doesn't have the null byte there anymore. I don't know. Oh, there's the null byte. I feel like
I was gonna say he's got to still have it.
Like we earlier in the broadcast, we came on to Goldilocks' screen as he was able to grab the flag and get first blood. And then he was immediately able to jump right into the users list that he's still working on, that we were just watching. Wade has gotten the flag, and he was able to submit the flag, but I don't see him even looking at any user list here. He's still working on this reset token API endpoint. And I really wish that we saw how Goldilocks was able to capture that flag and then move to the user list that he's on now. Because I feel like there's something missing here that Wade hasn't caught on to yet. So what is Life's is asking where Marina is, Len. I don't know if you have that information.
What I heard was she was feeling a little bit under the weather today, but we expect to see her back bright-eyed and bushy-tailed for the next event.
She's definitely still the host. She has not gone anywhere. Just feeling a little under the weather and needs to relax. So it happens. All right, we've got our next hint. Len, would you like to read it off for us?
Yeah, mode has been turned on for the server.
No,
you will now see more descriptive errors and potentially unintended methods. So looks like they're giving you a little bit more. So you're going to get a little bit more of information out of those errors.
Yep. Debug mode is on. So let's start browsing to some other people here and see if that doesn't help them a bit. So Alfonso is up on our screen now. Let's see if he starts getting a little bit more verbose messaging. Looks like he's still fuzzing, not manipulating the X forwarded. Well, he misspelled forwarded here. So he's got a header called X forwarded host. But forwarded for is really what we want to see being manipulated. I don't think that this forwarded host is going to make a difference here. Let's check somebody else. I don't think he's seen the hint quite yet. Let's check Ricardo next in the list. Ricardo is fuzzing. A little hard to decipher what's going on here because the stream is not a good quality. But he's on the right path too. So IPSEC says that the issue people are having is that they're not reading the reset instructions, which is something that's important that people are ignoring.
Remember, read RTFM, read those manuals, read those errors, read those instruction sets.
Mm-hmm. So there's apparently reset instructions that I've missed myself. I haven't seen anybody
I don't remember seeing it
for any period of time. So let's move on to the next person. He's still trying to fuzz here. I'm not seeing it. Oh, wait. Let's see if we get anything. No. Okay. Let's move on to Matthias. See what Matthias is up to. And he is in OWASP Zap, still working on the reset token, API endpoint, getting a 405. Huh. Not much going on there. Let's go down to Scallop. Scallop, you're up. Hey, there we go. He sees the hint.
What is he going to do with it?
There was a hint down here. There's another hint. For those having trouble, I hear WFuzz has a Fuzz2Z option that lets you use two dictionaries, one for pin and one for
something else.
Yeah. Also, there's a little known M flag, which changes how the dictionaries are used. There are many other tools, but I know it is solvable with WFuzz. So that's why we've seen so many people in WFuzz. Doesn't appear that this made its way over to Matthias here, since he's still sitting in OWASP.
Yeah.
But debug mode has been turned on, like you said earlier, and so descriptive errors should be happening. Let's got no 9 and 10. We can come back up to Tarugo. Check out Tarugo, see where he's at. We haven't looked at him in a minute.
Wade's still pounding away.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem to be getting a lot of traction yet.
So, all right. Tarugo is using WFuzz. He's got the -M switch in place. I feel like he's man.
I think it's only fair that we let everybody know we are under an hour left in the round. We are currently at 57 minutes to the end of this round. So,
Oh boy.
yeah, we're now into the third hour with only 2 people on the scoreboard. I told you, they're getting more and more difficult. IPSEC is getting more and more brutal every box.
I know. I love it.
You know, hats off to IPSEC. He's making some amazing CTFs here.
Absolutely. All right. I don't know that it's X remote IP, though. That's the header that he wants to be fuzzing.
Continuing to look through the list.
I feel like Tarugo's the closest to getting to getting the next flag out of everyone that I've seen so far.
Yeah, and we've got a lot of people that are right there on the cusp of getting that first one.
Yeah. He's still
checking in on Ricardo.
Yeah, he's futzing with the X remote IP though. I don't even. Oh, X remote IP. It is an X header. It's not one that I've ever used before though. Identifies the client's IP address. I mean, I guess I could see why he would use that. But the thing is that, you know, you got to remember that we're going through Nginx, right? Nginx is serving as a reverse proxy here. So it's going to want to add on additional X headers based on, you know, where the request is coming from and things like that. I don't know that an X remote IP is going to be what it takes to get Nginx to send the proper headers over to the API endpoint to bypass that rate limiting. I really think you just need to use the X forwarded for in this case.
Yeah, 429s.
Because then you're talking about the originating IP address of a client connecting to a web server, and we know we're going through Nginx. There we go, Tarugo.
Now we're getting somewhere.
He's getting somewhere.
Getting closer. A lot of really good stuff going on here.
Okay. Oh. Getting some 200 OKs from Tarugo now.
Awesome.
But
dropping back down into Goldilocks.
Dropping by tens. You went from 50 to 40 to 30. Yeah. Well, that's why right there. All right. It's going to give X remote IP a shot again. 429s.
Yep.
That 429. Too many requests. That's the rate limit from the API.
Yep.
What are you seeing out there, Len?
Check out Goldilocks.
All right. Goldilocks, we're coming. What have you been seeing over here?
Look, it's honestly, it was hard to see because, like you said, this screen's a little bit on the hard to read side.
I know. I have it as blown up as I can get it.
Yeah, but he's doing some Go Buster work.
I wish he would
Still
change the font a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
Or just blow it up a bit. Ipsec in Twitch chat said that he doesn't think that Tarugo's X forwarded 4 is a valid is giving valid IP addresses, and that may be his problem.
All right, that's a nice little tip from the dark side.
Yeah, Goldilocks is. I think he just found that there's a new hint, so he was checking it out.
Yeah, that's what Scallop's back over on the hint section as well.
Yeah, he's been there for a minute though. I feel like I think he's got a second monitor and he's doing something, or he'll be right back or something. I think he stepped away.
And let's see here. Matthias is currently doing some Google foo around the rate limiter.
For those brute forcing, cookies are important. The forgot password page does hint at it with same browser phrase. Where did that come from?
Ooh.
We're watching Goldilocks right now.
Yep. And dude, do you remember me saying something about the browser?
Yes.
And the verbiage earlier. So I mean,
yeah, before mid-game you caught that.
Yeah, there was something in the verbiage there that's going to relate directly to the cookie.
Mm-hmm. No, I haven't seen anybody even go into developer mode in their browser yet and look at any cookies.
I saw one.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, but that was back around mid-game.
Yeah.
And they jumped in and jumped right back out.
Oh, what is this? So remember that change PW that I was telling you about earlier? Goldilocks just went to it, and there is a lot of debug information that's popped up here. Some stack trace, a lot of good information here that he may be able to do something with. There is the debug tab that they turned on. I don't know if he's checked that yet.
Yeah, he's in the request. What about the debug? Come on. To the right. To the right.
There it is. Oh,
there we go.
That's what it is. Plinko.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. So this is let's see where he goes with this. He's gonna SQL map it.
Trugo's still banging around in burp. Guys, we've got multiple hints. Now's the time we really want to go out there and see what the free advice you've been given.
Nobody else has gotten any flags. We got Goldilocks with first blood and Wade with the second flag. That puts Goldilocks in first place unless Wade can capture the next flag before the top of the hour. It's got less than 50 minutes to complete it.
And for anybody that's watching, you'll find that this last hour is where you're going to see most of the actions really start picking up, especially within the next 20 minutes.
Yeah, the best part is when we get within like 10 minutes and then they all start fat fingering like every command that they make because they're so nervous and they know they're up against time.
Yeah, and for any participants, that's not a slam. That's anybody. I mean,
Yeah.
The stress, this is not a hit in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, we got 2 hints within 20 minutes of each other or 10 minutes of each other here. So that hint about brute forcing was given about 10 minutes after the debug mode was turned on. I think that was to try and help out some of the people who haven't captured that first flag yet.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what everybody else is up to. Goldilocks is working on.
Scallop is still on that hint page, so if they're not working on a second monitor, they may be up against a brick wall right now.
Yeah. Wade's in burp, working on the get profile endpoint. Remember, we were looking at, I believe it was Goldilocks earlier, and he found the view links for the profile of each user in the user list.
Yep, the user list
was hitting this API endpoint. So Wade is working it in Burp Suite. The get bio function takes in 2 parameters. First being the user ID, the second being some sort of secret that Goldilocks ran through John the Ripper. I got to write that timeline just for you.
Yeah, thank you.
But it doesn't look like Wade took that path. He went immediately into Burp, and he's using that secret as a URL parameter against the get profile API. But it's detecting tampered user input. So he's getting a 200 OK back. My donut. Okay, so it's basically just bringing back the text that is appearing in the in those little tooltips on the user page when you click the view link. It's not really.
Yeah, the additional properties fields. Okay, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Take a peek at Ricardo.
Let's go to Ricardo. What we got going on over here?
Looks like he's getting somewhere with some fuzzing. I just saw what appeared to be a bunch of 200 returns.
Sweet. Yeah, it looks like he has an IP list in a text file. So he may be looping through that as a word list.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, one of our hints was that they can use multiple word lists, which was what would need to be done. Yeah.
But yeah, I just saw him do a run and everything was coming back green.
So basically you would do FUZ1Z would be one word list. FUZ2Z would be your second word list. So you need to fuzz 2 different spots. Looks like X forwarded 4 is being fuzzed. So that's where he's putting in his IPs. And then he's also fuzzing the pin as well with a second word list.
Yeah,
he's got his null.
Looks like we might have a bit of a configuration.
His null bytes after the name and the pin. There's his 200 OKs. Looks like he's getting somewhere. We may see a flag. Let's keep on him for a bit.
He's looking good.
Look at this. This is beautiful. Lots of green. Love to see it. No 429s. Past the 60, right? 60 per hour is the rate limit on the API. He got past 60 requests back with a 200 OK, so he has definitely bypassed that.
Yep.
Now it's just a matter of figuring out how he can filter through everything to get what he needs.
But we may be right on the verge of another flag coming up.
I think so. I wonder if Tarugo was able to fix his X-forwarded 4 issue with the IP address. I don't see any other flags capped yet, so I think between Tarugo and Ricardo, they may be the next ones here, with Ricardo being the furthest along at this point.
Yep. I agree.
So what is Life's asks in the Twitch chat if FF is better or W Fuzz? What do you have any thoughts on that, Len? Do you use either?
I've actually used F up before, and I've used W Fuzz. To be honest, I think it's a matter of personal preference. They have a lot of similar functionality, but it's the same difference between Metasploit and I don't know. Framework's a framework.
Yeah.
Some people like PSE. Personally, I'm old school. I like Metasploit. Some people like Cobalt Strike.
Ah, smart man. So Ricardo is actually listening to the.
All of them are amazing.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
Yeah. Ricardo's listening in the background to the Portuguese Twitch stream, so he may be listening to what they're talking about on that stream and then employing those tactics. You can see he keeps switching back to the Twitch stream there.
Yeah.
Very smart to do.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of conversation going. I mean, you remember the 7th round where people were using all the stuff that my donut left behind to gain access to that first flag.
Right. So Ipsec said that FF is a lot faster than WFuzz, but WFuzz has a lot more options. And I think that in this case, they basically have to use FFuzz or WFuzz because of the need for the -M argument, as well as the multiple word lists here. Can you check on Tarugo and see where he's at while we're watching Ricardo here?
Yep, I was actually just jumping into Tarugo's stream as we were talking. He looks like he's doing some WFuzz strings. I'll let you know if I see anything interesting happen over here.
Everybody seems to be on the right path here.
Agreed. Thank you, Ipsic, for giving him some direction. No, Tarugo's still getting a lot of 429s.
Yeah, for some reason this WFuzz is stalling. I'm not seeing any response from Ricardo. I don't know what he changed here. He removed the X-forwarded 4 header. Oh wait, no, there it is right there. Sorry. It was down after all of the tokens. There we go. Now he's getting his 200 OKs back now. A lot.
Yeah.
So it's definitely working for him. So it's strawberry season here in Florida while we're watching this. And so like everything everywhere is all strawberries. We've got like, I live right in the middle of all of the strawberry farms and stuff like that. And for the first time ever, I found at the farmer's market down the road, dehydrated strawberries. Have you ever tried those before?
Yeah, I have actually.
Really? I love that. They're like no mess, but like just as
really
sweet and good as a normal strawberry. I don't know what made me think of that. I know it's completely like nothing to do with anything we're talking about. But that's where my mind is wandering right now as I'm watching this. The coffee's wearing off, I think.
I think it's safe to say, Joe, you might be hungry.
Yeah, maybe. I got them right here, so maybe I'll have a couple. All right, we're gonna check on Tarugo, I think. Well, no. Let's see this out. I want to see where Ricardo goes. If you see Tarugo getting close, you let me know. So Ipsec said that he removed the.
Will do.
I didn't catch that from the user and the pin. Oh, they smell so good. Yeah, see, they're like little dehydrated strawberries here. They're so good. They taste just like a strawberry, though. They smell good. Now what, Ricardo? You got everything back. Now you gotta find something out of all that. Oh, it's still going. I don't see anything different. Just gotta wait. Let it do its thing, I guess. I wonder if there's a way that you could suppress. Yeah, so HunterBot, each IP has a 60 per hour request rate limit. The API is rate limited, 60 requests per hour. Then it'll reset after an hour. So they basically need to keep changing their IP address to get these requests across so that they don't get rate limited, which is why they're fuzzing the X-forwarded 4. They're having to go through Nginx to the API endpoint so that X-forwarded 4 changing will be able to mimic that for them. And so what we're looking at here is just all of the basically brute forcing the pin at this point. Ricardo is trying to, and we want to keep an eye on the sizes here. I don't know if there's a way that we could filter that out, but I don't know. I guess it's not working if he attempted it. I don't know that the WFuzz all that much to know what that would be. Oh, so he could do a --HL 351 to hide everything with 351 lines. So we want to look for something that comes back different than 351. And I believe he's using the switch HW 869. HW 869. So if he did HL 351, it would filter out that length. Thank you, Ipsec. Nothing. Still going. Be patient, my friend.
Yeah.
That's the worst part, right? You know, we've got less than 40 minutes left until the end of the game. Not the end game, but the end of the game. And he's basically got to sit back here and wait for this brute force to wait to complete. It's tough. It's tough to do.
And hope that it works.
I know. Oh, so there's a thread option with WFuzz too. You know, as Ipsec was saying earlier, when the question came up about the difference between FF and WFuzz, WFuzz has a lot more options. One of them is multi-threading. So there could be multiple threads going at this time to kind of speed up this process, but it's happening in a very parallel. I mean, sorry, not parallel, but what's the word? Non-parallel fashion. What's the opposite of parallel? Non-parallel. I don't know why he keeps flipping back over to that screen. I don't know what we're waiting for over there. I can't see it long enough to figure it out. Who are they watching here? I don't know who the Portuguese stream is on. But he's definitely keeping an eye, and Ricardo is on that. Let's switch over and take a look at Tarugo real quick, and then we'll come back here. I know that Tarugo was getting pretty close. Let's watch him. Where is he at? I want to see his command there for WFuzz. Come on, buddy. Oh, my donut checking on Ricardo. My donut flipping through. Semifinalist winner from semifinal round number 7. My donut is in the house today, checking out the competition that could be going to the finals to be up against him. Len, my donut's in the house. All right, let's see if we can't see what Tarugo's got going on here. Let me go full screen. Tarugo getting the 200 OKs, but that rate limit remaining is going down very fast. Oh no, Tarugo. I think he's on the right path too. It's just a race between him and Ricardo at this point. Let's check out Ricardo. Ricardo's still working. I don't see any different length. The length is the same all the way down. Did it stop? Is it still going? Did it pause? What happened there? I don't see it moving no more. Yeah. Still waiting for you, buddy. You gotta get on that scoreboard. Running out of time, huh, Len? Up. GoPro Slow Yo's in the house, in the Twitch chat. His stream must have got done. I know he was streaming a little bit earlier. Maybe he can drop a link to the InfoSec stream collection in the Twitch chat for everyone to follow. If you're ever hungry for an InfoSec stream on Twitch or YouTube, you can always browse to that page. Check it out. Okay, it's still moving. It's still moving. Ricardo's back on track here. Oh, there was another hint. Another hint in Discord. Let's see if we can't peep on that hint. Where was that? Was that UHC chat here? After you are logged into the application, think back to the qualifiers. Okay, so something happened in the qualifiers that they're going to need to employ here, according to IPSEC. So we'll have to wait and see. Wade has one of the flags, so he should be thinking back to the qualifiers here because he is looking at that user list. He's working on the Get Profile API endpoint here. And then Goldilocks got first blood, currently in the lead, and he should be also thinking back to the quals. I don't know what he's doing though here. He's go busting something. The API endpoint still. He was working on the user endpoint. Messed with the Get Profile endpoint for a minute. Seems like he stopped here. I don't know if he took a break or something. I'll check on Tarugo real quick. Tarugo's very close to getting the first flag. As you can see, he's bypassed the API rate limit, getting a lot of 200 OKs back, which is good, better than those 429s he was stuck with. I think he's just searching now for the pin code so that he can enter it if it exists in here. I don't know what he's looking for, actually. It's just randomly clicking. Let's check on Ricardo. Actually, we'll check on Afonso, see if maybe he's gotten anywhere. He's an FF. He's using an IP list, a sequence list, a users list. You don't need to fuzz the user, bud. And then he's fuzzing it all. So fuzzing the user, fuzzing the pin. He's fuzzing the XSRF token, which I don't think is necessary. The Laravel session, that should just be static. The X originating IP is being fuzzed. X forwarded 4 is being fuzzed. I guess that won't hurt. I mean, the only thing that really I think matters is the X forwarded 4. We're dealing with Nginx here to reach the API. Using a pitchfork mode. But I don't know. Not having too much luck here. One of the hints definitely says to use WFuzz. Not too familiar with that fuff here. It looks like it's a Kelly exclusive. So, not something I've used before, though. But we can kind of understand what's going on here. We'll let him go. Let's check on somebody else here. We'll come on down to Matthias. What's up, Matthias? You still in OWASP's app? He is in OWASP's app. So he is working on that pin code still. Wonder if he's seen the hints at all. Doesn't seem like it. Maybe he'll check it out. And then Scallop down at the bottom, rocking out to a Spotify playlist if I can get... Oh, he's not even live. I can't even view him. I wonder if maybe he gave up. I don't know. What's up to the Twitch chat? Everybody in Twitch chat today? Please don't spam all caps, though. You will get yelled at by Nightbot, and Nightbot is not nice. Let's check on Goldilocks. Looks like Len's bouncing around looking at Tarugo. I don't know where he is on our stream, though. He's having internet issues out in the Great Plains of who knows where BFE. So Goldilocks is... What are we looking at here? We're in VS Code, it looks like. And we have... What tab is this? SQL injection fuzz. Okay, so he's still working on that user list. The user list is pulling from SQL. He was able to go to the change PW directory, which popped up a bunch of debug information, a stack trace, and things like that based on the SQL server that was pooling the user profiles. So it looks like he's still working that angle here. He did get first blood, so he's been working on this longer than anyone else. We do have about 30 minutes left until the end of the game. Right now, he is in the lead. Okay, Goldilocks is the sole American competitor here today from the United States. We've got 6 others from Brazil and then 1 from the UK. And so Goldilocks got first blood. He got the first flag. He is one of only 2 people to get it. Wade is the second person to get that first flag. Everyone else is still working on it. Goldilocks has taken the SQL map approach to try and see what he can't figure out here. He was able to get the actual SQL command that's being used by the web app in order to create the table, that users list. And one of the hints from IPSEC, who created these boxes that are being attacked today on Hack the Box, one of the hints was to think back to the qualifiers and employ those tactics here once you get logged in. So it seems to be the route that Goldilocks has taken here. Getting work done, writing his own Python scripts. It's got 2 HTTPs though here. You got to remove one of those, bud. You're going to have a big problem. He typed it and then pasted, and I don't think he sees it yet. Line 22, my friend. I don't think he's listening to the broadcast, unfortunately. Sometimes it's wise to do that because we'll catch things that they won't. Not that... Oh, there we go. He caught it. All right, cool. Double checking his work. Username. Change to param. Let's see where he's going with this. So basically, creating in Python a Flask web server with a route, creating an API endpoint of his own here that will be able to accept requests. And then looks like he's going to route that over to the Get Profile API endpoint. Where did he get this from? Did he make this himself? I came in the middle of this, so I don't know. It's a very interesting angle that he's taking here. All right, let's check on some other people. while he's working on this. Okay, I see what he's doing. So he's still getting rate limited, I think. And so he's trying to handle that by randomizing the X forwarded 4 in the headers here. Let's stick on this for a second. So he's creating a Python script that he can hit from, I'm assuming he's going to use burp in order to hit this that he's making once he runs it. And then that will go ahead and send data over to the get profile. But because he's randomizing the X forwarded 4, he won't get rate limited anymore. But I don't know the beginning of this. Wade got a SQL injection. Let's move over to Wade. Twitch chat, just let me know Wade got a SQL injection. Let's check him out. There we go. So Wade is on to something here, Len. Welcome back. How's your lockpicking going? You're muted. You're muted, buddy. I think you got to unmute.
There we go.
There you go. There's
Hi,
my
Joe.
friend. He's back.
Yeah, I'm having one hell of a bad connectivity night tonight. I'm telling you what.
That's all right. It happens, man. Tell you what, though, we've got 20 minutes left till the end of the game, and it's neck and neck between Wade and Goldilocks right here for the next flag. Wade just was able to do a SQL injection.
I was gonna say I heard SQL injection.
Yep. Yeah, Wade needs Wade just needs to form his command here a little bit better.
Nice.
Group concat. Yep, there you go. He's getting there. I think Wade is the closest at this point. He's in the lead.
Awesome. We need one more. We just got another hint from Ilsa. SQL map obeys the HTTP RFC. Most likely your HTTP request is non-compliant with the HTTP RFC, so SQL map won't work. You got to do it by hand. That is for after you gain your initial login.
Yep.
So there's another hint if you guys want to go check it out in the hints over in the notes.
And we're coming up on sudden death here. 2 minutes left till 20 minutes, and that's when we typically see things start to fire up.
Things are going to get real interesting. Then it's time to kick the tires and light the fires. And yes, I am that type of guy where if I'm watching something, I will just sit there.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Here we go.
Let's go, Wade. I put for Twitch chat, I put 340 hacker points on Wade at the beginning of this before anybody started. So all of my hacker points that I won by betting on my donut from the 7th semifinal round have been put on Wade. I put all of my hacker points on Wade. Len put all of his hacker points on Goldilocks. Goldilocks got first blood. Wade got the second flag, and now the first flag second, and now they're both racing to get the second flag. We'll see who gets it.
Yeah. Joe doesn't want to have to shave his head. Let's just be honest.
We got a question from Twitch chat for you, Len. Shoot. What is your favorite web vulnerability?
Whichever one works.
The 0 day, right?
No, not necessarily. What is my favorite web attack? Any one that works.
Yeah. I tell you.
I mean,
I love LFIs. There's just something about an LFI that I really
local file inclusions are cool. I was gonna say I like LFIs. If you can pull them off, server-side inclusion attacks, those are fun.
Mhm.
You know, I mean, the truth is, I think that's kind of a hard question because, you know, kind of like the question earlier about the difference between WFuzz and FUP. You know, every tool has its own purpose and its own features. So I think if I had to be honest, the honest answer is my favorite is the one that actually gets me to the next step. Whatever one works, that'll be my favorite in that moment.
True.
What about you, Joe?
Well, I mean, the LFIs I just find are fun. I always enjoy finding them and exploiting them. You know, obviously, you know, you want to get somewhere by exploiting any web vulnerability, but when I do find those, I always enjoy, you know, going through the steps and stuff.
Well, I mean, the fact that you can basically enumerate an Etsy password file right from the URL, the command URL line, it's just fun.
Yeah, I know. It's the first time that I did it, I've always loved being able to just walk through everything. There is one other one. I don't think I would call it a vulnerability as much as it is in like a man in the middle attack, but it's called Evilgenics, and it's on the second version.
Yeah, Evilgenics is cool.
Yeah, because you can bypass MFA.
It's a cool
you know,
tool, man.
You just gotta dupe somebody into logging into, you know, their email or whatever, and you know, doing their MFA, and to the person you're attacking, they're able to access their email and everything. You're getting the session token information after the MFA has been entered, so you just walk in as them after, you know, like post MFA, and it's the easiest way to get in. There's a lot of cool modules for it too that you can use. That's a fun one. I can deploy that up into Docker, get some DNS that looks somewhat like the service I'm trying to dupe the person into logging into, and call it a day, you know?
Yeah.
Still got Wade working on this SQL injection here. Let's take a look at Goldilocks and see where he's at real quick. All
right, everybody.
17
minutes. 17 minutes till it's over.
Goldilocks got the SQL injection as well and is working the same angle as Wade. So it's really coming down to the wire here between Goldilocks and Wade. The two people that we happen to put
on, Goldilocks. Joe needs.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
you need all my hacker points, man.
Yeah, I want all of Joe's points. Come on, Goldilocks. You're my horse, man. You got to come in first. I believe in you.
All right. Let me. Can you hold down for it for a second here? I'm going to keep Goldilocks up for you.
Let's just say I will hope. Right, cool. I hope I can. So, yep. Still working on that cross-site or that SQL injection. I'm going to sit here and just kind of see where we go with this for a minute. $15 minutes to go. 15 minutes left in regulation play. Come on. One flag. This can all this can change in a matter of a minute. We've got two contenders that are right there knocking on the door. Okay. Just a reminder, as soon as this is over, we will be taking and interviewing tonight's winner This will be done in both Portuguese as well as English. For all of our Twitch stream watchers, you don't have to do anything. All you got to do is just stay tuned, and we will actually move you over as soon as everything's over. Joe and I will try and make it over there. Joe will make it over there. Me more on the try side, but I'm going to do my best. So yeah, everybody don't just run away as soon as we run out of time. We're going to get you guys interviews with the winners, and it's a lot of fun. And this is where that whole OPSEC community comes in. Hang out, get to know some of the players. If you're somebody that's watching, go ahead and join up with Hack the Box. If you don't know anything about offensive security, they have an amazing way of stepping you into the process.
Yep.
I don't work for Hack the Box. I work for somebody completely different, but I love their tools and I use them just like Joe does.
Yep. So you can start off. They have boxes with walkthroughs in a program called Starting Point that you can start with to get introduced to the whole platform. If you're a completionist like me, it makes sense to go through that. And if you get stuck at all, the walkthrough is attached to the box, so you can look up the PDF. But as you get done with Starting Point and move on to other boxes that are brand new, you'll find that there are no write-ups or anything, and you're on your own. So What Is Life said it's 4 a.m. where they are, and they stayed up just to watch this for us. So thanks for staying up with us tonight. And where
are they watching from, Joe?
I don't know if they want to say that, but we can definitely ask. Where you watching from? What's its life? Or What Is Life? Sorry.
All right. Last minute. There is one final hint that just came out, guys. 13 minutes to go. There is a flag hidden in the database. That being said, you can also write files. Choose your own path. That's going to be probably our final hint. We're down to 13 minutes.
Will we? Okay, so it's hidden in the database. Let's see who can get it. We've got it's between Goldilocks and Wade at this point. I don't think there's any point in really checking in on anybody else until they cap a flag. Goldilocks is in the lead right now since they got first blood. If you're in Twitch chat, if you stick around after the end of this particular stream, we will raid the stream that we're going to move to for the interview portion. So you will move immediately into that stream. We're going to raid that stream through Twitch. So you won't need to do anything on your end. Just hang out and you'll get transported over there at the end of this stream without having to do a thing. Looks like we're watching Goldilocks right here. And I really feel like he is even further along than Wade is. Let's check on Wade. No, they're basically neck and neck. Oh my gosh, I don't even think I want to full screen this because I'm going to be switching back and forth so much, and I don't know how to do that otherwise. Wish there was a keyboard shortcut for this. Oh man, Len dropped. It's just me now. What's up? All right, so what is Eastern Europe. Hope you're okay out there in Eastern Europe. I know there's a lot going on over there. 4 a.m. Yeah, super early in the morning. Let's see here, Wade. What you got? It's got a flag in the response. Let's see if he can pull that flag. There's UHC.
Yep.
Trying to pull that secret out of UHC. Oh, illegal mix of collations.
Yeah, for any of our European viewers, if you'd like, I am actually going to be heading to Europe next month. I will be speaking at the IT Week in Sweden next month. So if you're
Goldilocks,
come stop by. What do we got going on here, Joe?
Goldilocks got the second flag.
Yes.
Goldilocks.
Your hair is gone, Joe. Your hair is gone.
My hair is gone. Oh no. Oh, my scoreboard isn't refreshing. Yes, he got it. He is at 500 points. Wade.
Yes.
I think Goldilocks has this. There's not enough time for any. I mean, unless Wade something out and cap 2 flags in 10 minutes. I think
we've seen crazier things happen.
Well, you said at the beginning of this stream you wanted the American to get it.
I wanted I wanted to see an American on the finals.
Yep. And I think we finally got our first American in.
So heck yeah. Go Gotti Locks.
I think I lost 340 hacker points.
Yeah, well, Joe, I promise I'll be nice and I won't spend them all in one place.
Oh my gosh, dude. It always comes down to like 15, 10, 20 minutes, and everything starts happening.
Well,
I think
congratulations.
just like, F it. I'm in the lead. No one's going to do this. Let's check Wade and see if Wade can pull out a major upset here from behind.
All right. Right now, this is Goldilocks's. Oh, Wade just got a point.
This is Wade. Here we go.
Wade just got the second.
Wade got the second.
There is still 9 minutes left.
There is Wade. You still got a chance, man. Get that third flag.
Oh my God.
Wade is already giving a good game to Gotti.
Yep, it's not over yet.
Keep going, dude. Keep pushing. It ain't over. 9 minutes. Let's go. You got it. There you go. It's neck and neck.
9 minutes.
Yeah, you just need one more flag and you can take over. Come on, Wade. 340 hacker points are riding on this. I know you can do it.
Come on, Gotti Locks.
Wade.
Gotti Locks. Gotti Locks. Gotti Locks.
Oh my gosh.
Come on.
Twitch chat. I haven't even checked them out yet.
What do we got in the chat, Joe?
So Ipsec said if Wade skips the second flag and goes for the file right, he'll win. So basically, there's still the file right in play, if I understand Ipsec correctly.
Yeah, that was that one that he just put in there. There's a flag hidden in the database. That being said, you can also write files.
Right.
So we still are right down here
from the database.
The end.
Yeah, they both got the flag from the database, so they need to.
Okay, so they got that one.
Yeah. Let's see. Did Gotti give up? When we left him, he could kind of just like stop. Yeah, he gave up. Well, he didn't give up, but he's just not doing anything. I don't think he knows. Oh no, wait, he's doing something here.
Oh, so he's taking the risk. Wait, no, he's moving. He's moving.
He's still clicking around. I don't know that he's necessarily given up. I think I just came in on a dead point for him. Oh, okay. Gotti's working off of his second monitor, so that's why it looks like he's pausing. He's got two monitors going on here. So he's still working at it here.
All right, 7 minutes.
Oh my God, I wish I could side by
minutes.
side the two of them somehow.
This is going to come down to the wire just like it does every single event.
Yep. Check on Wade. All right. Wade is working on the same endpoint here through Burp Suite. Gotti has the view up here in the web browser. So this is the change PW directory that we saw was giving an internal 500 server or internal server error 500 when we were go busting earlier in the game when we were enumerating. Check on Wade. So here we go.
Down to the wire.
Trying to test out PHP info. Need a semicolon, I believe. It won't work without the semicolon. PHP's fickle. He's changing up the request here. There you go. Let's see what Wade's got. Come on, Wade. I know you got this, dude. Oh, you're missing a T, Wade. Hey, he caught.
Joe's not going to win this one tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
So.
Joe is going to have to shake.
I really hope you're wrong, but it is coming down to the wire. We've got 5 minutes left. 5 minutes, everybody.
5 minutes.
It's up between Gotti and Wade. We're watching Wade here. We know that it's something to do with the file. Let's check on Gotti. Gotti's still working off of his second monitor. Not getting any action over here. Let's go back to Wade and see what he's doing.
He's slamming those burp requests out as fast as he can.
Yeah, definitely trying to. Permission denied error. Oh man, could you imagine if it comes down to like 1 minute left and he caps the flag? How epic of a semifinal round would this be?
To be honest, I think it would be the best way for it to end. I mean, we've got two amazing security professionals running right up to the finish line.
Absolutely. I mean, Wade has showed up in
anybody,
every semifinals round that he's been in.
And let's be honest, anybody that thinks that this is easy, go ahead and throw your hat in the ring. And this is open to anyone.
Octminer in Twitch chat said that if the file writes, Wade's leaving the door open for everyone. So he needs to be careful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but at this point, you also got to remember we're down to 4 minutes. So even if he leaves that door open, it's a very limited time window here.
Yep. Looks like he's trying to just browse straight up to it. File not found. Let's check on Gotti. Gotti, double click. There we go. Okay. Let the player dash.
Yeah, Joe's just worried about his hairdo at the moment.
Yeah, I wish we knew what he was doing on that second.
You're going to look good, Joe. You got the right melon.
Back over to Wade. Can't write file. He's getting can't write file error.
He's still got permissions problems. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Gotti Locks is currently in the lead.
We're getting somewhere with Wade. Come on, Wade.
Yep, I see.
Oh, snap. I think he got it.
Maybe.
Oh, come on, Wade. We got 3 minutes, dude. You can do this.
3 minutes to go.
My hacker points have never failed me before.
There's always a first, Joe.
Okay, he's got root act. Oh, there's the flag on the root.
There's the flag.
Where's the flag? Cat it. Let's go.
Got it.
Come on, Wade.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, he got it.
Left.
Wade.
With 2 minutes left.
2 minutes.
2 minutes left. Wade gets it. My 340 hacker points on Wade have been secured. Let's check on Gotti. That file.
2 minutes to
closed
go.
Out. Gotti closed out.
Joe gets to keep his hair.
I get to keep. You got to shave your head now. Wow!
This is amazing.
What a finish! I cannot believe this. I cannot believe. I'm probably waking my kids up across the house right now. But you know what? This was just too amazing. And he's just walking all over his box now. Just walking all over it. You got it, Wade. Yep. Congratulations. You've made it to the finals.
Congratulations.
You've made 1 minute left.
1 minute.
I think anybody's getting this. Amazing end.
This is an awesome
way
to
to file.
out. We got 1 minute.
Maybe he'll at least get the flag. But I'm just seeing a desktop in Cali. Let's see what route Gotti's got here. He's running around a private key for SSH here. I don't think we're going to see anything. We've got less than a minute left. 30 seconds. That's it. I think that's the game, guys. That's the game. Great job by Wade. Wow, Len, what do you think?
Oh my God.
I can't believe
Way to go.
That.
Wade pulls it.
Man,
Wade pulls it out.
I cannot do this.
Congratulations to tonight's winner, Wade.
Wade, if you bet on number one, you just won a lot of hacker points. Guess who did? This guy right here. Bet 340 hacker points on Wade.
All right. Now, like I said before, Everybody just kind of hang with us here. You're going to get moved over into the interviews, and we're going to get some conversations going with tonight's winners, our runners up. You know, stick around. We're going to have a great after party going here. So thank you all very much. Hats off to all of tonight's players. You know, you guys did an amazing job. Hats off to IPSEC for creating another really, really difficult box. Again, if you want, these boxes should be available on Hack the Box probably by Wednesday. So 10 seconds, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get you guys switched over into the other stream so we can go ahead and get these interviews started.
Let's
Thank you
raid.
guys very, very much for attending. Hope you had a great time. God knows I did.
Congrats to all the competitors. A great job tonight.